the episode with this? Instead of our normal opening, can we just all be screaming "It's an angel" over and over and over again?
I'm frightened.
And on that note, hello everybody! Welcome to this week's episode of the Sons of Serizawa podcast. I'm Bill Worcester, a.k.a. Zazubaar. And joining me as always is the best gosh darn pal in the whole world. My good buddy, friend, and compatriot. I love this guy to death. Mr. Adam.
You are horrible.
Caesar.
You are terrible. You shouldn't even be alive. Don't even breathe the same air that I am breathing.
Nice. Hi, Adam.
Oh, hello, insects of YouTube.
And also joining me as always, I have my just fantastic son of the sea, Mr. Dylan McCandless.
I think we should also extend our welcome to the arachnids of YouTube.
Yeah, that's really racist, Adam. Why are you just doing
because arachnids are not even they're not even related to insects in all technicality.
They're
right,
both,
right.
They're all horrible human beings.
They're both arthropods.
The science is sound with my statement. You guys' arguments are invalid.
I welcome all arthropods to the Serizawa.
Well, I don't.
And also joining, just to say this, again, no fucking David.
Except for those lobsters. Never pick up the check, those sons of bitches.
At this point, I think Dave is just becoming like a guest we have on every now and then. Like, he's just becoming like, every now and then, like, he pops in.
Every now and then I feel a little bit lonely.
so we call David in.
No, see, the thing is, he enjoys recording for Shoe Watch so much more that he's like, you know what, screw the SOS. I'm too good for this. The internet bows to no man, especially the Sons of Serizawa.
He's not wrong. Anyway, also joining us is some other fucktard. That's all
No, fine.
I don't know who he is. I don't care. He's just here.
Oh, Bill.
Who the fuck are you again?
Oh, Bill, you and your jokes. They are so funny.
Who's this other person here? And introduce yourself. What are you doing?
The one who runs that show with the really long name.
We're doing a podcast.
Oh, sure. You expect me to speak after the way you
yes,
me so far?
I do. This is an audio experience.
I'm going to tell you something, Bill. You're gonna get what you're gonna get from me. You're gonna get nothing.
Andres.
You get nothing, sir. Good day, sir.
Andres.
Yeah.
It's an angel.
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 Angel. It's a Gundam.
It's a Gundam. Angel.
It's Godzilla.
It's an angel.
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 Angel,
It's an angel.
Angel,
like Zoinks, it's an angel.
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 It's people.
Angel, it's an angel.
It's an angel.
It's an angel. Oh my god, it's Godzilla.
No, it's not Godzilla, sir.
What? It's your mom? Angel, it's an angel.
I think this joke has gone on far too long.
It's gonna happen again.
Most likely.
Yeah. Bring it on. So on this episode of SOS, since Bill and Dylan are gone, today we're going to be talking about the fantastic world of fruitcake.
Oh. I will never, ever drink just straight ethanol again.
You know, Bill, that digital beer is strong stuff.
No, it's not that. I just tried to drink hand sanitizer to get drunk, and I just barfed up my intestines.
Well,
of course you would do that,
for
Bill.
the record, I was almost fed liquid aluminum today.
Tell the story, Adam.
What?
Well, I just have to say right now, it was all because of an angel.
No, there's no. I don't.
No.
Just stop.
No.
Even Andres is tired of
Even Andres is like, Adam, it's not cool anymore.
He's like, I'm through with the shenanigans.
I only do serious podcasting now.
And Adam's like, but I want to Shenan again. And he's like, no.
Adam, why were you almost drinking liquid aluminum?
Because I grabbed it instead of something else. And I was about to pour it out and drink it. But I was like, oh, this is liquid aluminum.
You would have suffered the same fate as Lady Deathstrike from X2, X-Men United.
Superhero.
Is that what her origin is?
What?
I thought she was part of the Weapon X program.
Who is this individual?
She was, but she wasn't in the movie. She wasn't in that movie. She was in the second movie.
Yeah, they just like...
Fucking Bryan Singer? Jesus.
Yeah.
Adam,
Lady
Deathstrike is one of the characters that Wolverine interacts with in the X-Men universe. She has similar powers.
She is female Wolverine, basically.
No, that's X-23.
Which is clone, clone of Wolverine.
But in the movie,
and also
in the movie, she might as well be female Wolverine. I mean.
Okay. Well, in all reality, Bill, I have a question.
What's your question?
Can I do my 2 lies and 1 truth?
If you want to, sure. Just hang on. I gotta do some stuff before we start.
No,
before we get.
I was just asking. Oh my God.
Ken, just give me a.
It's been like 2 months since everybody else did it, and we're still tying up this loose end.
We haven't had the full crew together since that episode, so.
Well, we still don't.
You know,
there was episode 16, and well, you know.
Stop! Andre, shut the fuck up.
Don't talk about episode 16.
We don't talk about episode 16.
Right. Sorry, my bad.
That didn't happen. There is no episode 16.
Yeah, what are you talking about, Andres?
15 and 17.
What are you talking about, Andres? This does not exist. Nothing has ever been recorded with that label on it.
There is no Sons of Serizawa podcast number 16.
Let's
make it official. There is no episode 16. There is none. It never existed. So stop asking people of the internet. And Andres, stop bringing it up when we know that it doesn't exist.
Okay.
You're such a fucking dreamer, Andres.
Sorry.
You're never gonna do anything.
I just wanted to believe, okay? Is that so wrong?
Andres,
there is no Santa Claus,
okay? Kindly go hang thyself.
So remember, people of the internet, ladies, gentlemen, and variations thereupon, there is no such thing as episode 16, and there is nothing to be afraid of, except for Super AIDS.
What?
Super AIDS, my God. Everyone has AIDS. AIDS. Dun, 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 dun. AIDS.
AIDS jokes.
They're okay.
Sponsored by the SOS.
You know, I hear that Magic Johnson is down to 1 aid.
Magic Johnson?
Through the power of medicine, down to 1 aid.
Through the power of medicine.
Through the power of love. Bam, bam.
I don't know about Magic Johnson.
Oh.
And I only have 1 aid.
Well, great. Now I gotta go watch Back to the Future. Okay.
Seriously, I am full of musical references tonight.
Good.
Apparently.
So,
Bill,
SOS musical.
Yes.
We should not.
Idea.
We should
and
not.
We'll hire the Book of Mormon guys.
No. I can totally picture this, you guys. We basically do it. My entrance is like Frankenfurters from Rocky Horror Picture Show, where it's like Andres and David or something like that. Are like walking into like this random house, and they're like, "What's going on? I'm so afraid." And then suddenly I turn around and I'm freaking.
So they're a gay couple.
No. It could be like David bringing him to meet you, Bill, and on the way he comes across Dylan McCandless fighting a bear, and then he comes across me, the sweet transvestite.
Shouldn't I be fighting a bear?
But the joke was him fighting a bear. I was just supplying the bear.
You were supplying the bear. Okay, well, I apologize for getting the continuity confused.
Dylan is living in a van down by the river.
Oh, yeah, he could be like the old man from The Road, and they come across him, and then they send him my way, and suddenly it becomes Rocky Horror Picture Show, and they run out screaming in terror.
I buy it. Who is our... Oh, you know who our Charles Gray is, our librarian telling the story?
It's the sci-fi freak.
George Takei.
Oh my.
Oh my. Look upon it. It's just a jump to the left. It's just a jump to the right.
No. It's just a jump to the left, then a step to the right. Put your hands on your hips, bring your knees in tight, then do the pelvic thrust, and then you go insane. Let's do the time warp again. Bill, get fucking right.
Yeah, I could totally see George Takei singing that song.
Did they do Rocky Horror Picture Show by where you live, Bill?
I have never seen Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh, well, they're going to start doing it next year.
Are they?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
And I'm gonna...
No, they do it. I just don't know.
Oh my god, they do it, yes.
I wonder what the catalyst for that could be. No,
no, I'm gonna go see the Rocky musical, though. Adrian!
Well, I still really want to see the Creature from the Black Lagoon musical thing.
Oh, we've seen the Creature from the Black Lagoon musical.
Wow!
I'm the creature
where he gets mutated by atomic waste.
Black Lagoon!
Oh god, that was so... I just love the audience just going like...
They're just like, should we clap, guys? I don't know. They're just clapping out of fear. That's what that clap is. It's a fear clap. Either that or it's like a pity clap, like when you go to like a school play and the performance is really shitty, but all the parents are like, that was a good effort, guys. And maybe that's the kind of clap it was.
Okay.
Their hearts aren't in it.
All right, so let's get back on track. Bill, what did you have to say before we say anything else?
I don't remember now. I forgot.
See, we said other things, and now he can't remember what he had to say before we said anything else.
I don't remember now. I was going to say something relevant to the show, but I just totally fucking forgot, so forget it.
Wasn't it?
Way to go, Bill.
Bill, you fucker.
You don't see this sort of thing happen on Shoe Watch.
Nope, you don't. Not at all.
That's because you guys are fucking lame. No,
I don't see anything happen on any podcast, honestly. No.
Oh, no, you do see stuff on our podcast.
Actually, yes, this is undisputably true.
But you know what, Andres? You know what the DFOS is better for? The blind.
The blind.
We make our podcast for the blind.
And then you make your subtitles all in Braille.
Our podcast is handicap accessible.
Handy-capable. Our podcasts are handy-capable.
Plus,
do you guys remember our pitch
we
for the Godzilla, the original Gojira being done in Braille?
By making a book out of it?
Double bump, 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 double bump, bump, triple bump, 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 bump.
Well, no, the idea was that you take a big wall, right? And you would just transcribe the events of the film on the wall. And our tagline was, real Godzilla fans feel the original Gojira. They feel it.
But how long does it take to write a sentence in Braille? Because I imagine this would have to be one heck of a wall.
Maybe it's like the Great Wall of China.
Or the Great
Great
Wall of Vagina.
Somebody was burned somebody somewhere was burned by that statement. They may not actually exist, but somebody somewhere.
I know where, in Bill's fantasy.
In my fantasy.
Exactly, and just to prove a point again, it is always 5 o'clock somewhere as well.
That's true. Even a broken clock is right 2 times a day.
What does that have to do with anything we're talking about right now?
It makes me feel better about myself, Andres. I just say that to myself when I'm down and I feel sad. I just go to myself, even a broken clock is right 2 times a day.
He has that 9mm Luger just sitting at his side, ready to be pulled for that .22 bullet to go straight through his skull.
No, I once heard an amazing suicide fantasy pitch, which was, if you're going to kill yourself, you might
fantasy pitch.
If you're going to kill yourself, just get a shit ton of bacon and gorge yourself with bacon for 3 days straight.
No. The pitch was, if you're going to kill yourself, why don't you just try and be Batman?
Yeah, because as soon as
you want to die anyway, why not just try and be Batman?
Try to be Batman and just do one of the jumps that he does in all the movies, and you will die.
You wouldn't get that far.
Well, no, just go out there and try and stop criminals, and you'll die eventually. So just try and be Batman, or be a superhero in general. Become like, You could be like Defendor.
Become... No. No, become Shazam! As voiced
like Captain Marvel?
As voiced by Sean Astin.
Or you could create some superhero with a really stupid name, like, I don't know, like Muscle Man or something. I don't know.
Or Shazam.
Listen, Muscle Man will one day be in a major motion picture.
Or
except he's already been copyrighted by regular show.
Or just Shazam in general.
Wasn't there a genie? Oh, that was Kazam, the one played by Shaq.
No, that's
the one who was rapping and shit.
That's a movie that's in need of a reboot.
Yeah, reboot? Starring, like, the guy who's playing Falcon in Captain America 2. Yeah, he could play Kazam.
No, they need LeBron James.
Give me...
No, LeBron James is already down for Space Jam 2. You need, like...
Give me a dark, gritty reboot of Kazam and have the genie played by Idris Elba.
No, seriously, guys, screw your balls. Get James Earl Jones. Screw that.
Yeah, because everybody wants to see his movies. You guys ever see the Family Guy sketch where they were James Earl Jones, and they're just it's like the decision to use his voice, and they just pan over, and there's this big fat black dude in a Darth Vader.
I just saw that recently.
Yeah, I saw that recently too. I thought that was hilarious.
We just want the voice.
Yeah, we just want your voice there, James. That's my George Lucas impression. Yeah, Steve, I think we should use aliens in Indiana Jones 4. I think that we should do that. Yeah,
I just want to make my movie better. You know, I just want to make.
I just want to make. Why don't it's slowly devolving? It's slowly devolving into Jimmy Stewart. Like, whoa, you see now, I'm gonna make a better movie.
George Lucas should be worried because I have it on good authority. I have it on good authority that Red Foreman is coming to put his foot in his ass.
Guys, shut up. Guys, shut up. Seriously, I don't want to remember those bad memories. Those bad memories of Indiana Jones 4. George Lucas.
Squeal like a pig.
Not bad. It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad, Andres.
So now we've got 2 SOS members fucking crying.
Oh my god. It was pretty bad. Why?
Strangely, neither of them was me.
Strangely, I'm not surprised.
They raped him and I didn't do anything.
I just sat there and let Indiana Jones be raped.
I just sat there and let them do it. I just sat there and let them do it.
No, it actually would have been made more sense if George Lucas and Steven Spielberg would have raped him in Temple of Doom. Because they were both going through major personal issues at the time. So I would have more imagined that they would have done...
Spielberg was too busy banging his co-star, so...
No, I'm talking like before that. No, because that movie was supposed to be even more fucked up than it already was. Like, it was supposed to be like people were going to get, like, disemboweled and just fucked up shit was going to happen.
I would love that.
I want to go to the alternate universe where that movie was made, just to see it.
It was supposed to be called Temple of Death and all that shit, so... it would have made more sense if George was like, you know, Harrison, I'm having a little bit of a rough time here. Get bang the fuck over!
So it was supposed to be the Temple of Death, but instead we just got the Temple of Racism against Indians.
That's it.
Basically, racism against anyone who isn't white.
Pretty much. And kind of British people.
Kalima.
Yeah.
British.
Because that British dude was really fucking cliche.
But British people are white, mostly.
No, but I'm saying, like, that... Like, it was pretty much racist towards any... No, it was racist, sexist, speciesist, because snakes are not that mean.
Snakes are not that mean.
Because that's my quote. That's
see, contrary to popular belief, snakes are not terrible human beings.
No.
Spiders aren't terrible human beings, but snakes...
All of the snakes I know are perfect gentlemen.
They are wonderful people. And
or James Earl Jones from Conan the Barbarian.
Yes.
They are.
He's got like a nice, like, long hair in that movie. Like, he was a good-looking man back then, and then I don't know what the fuck happened.
I will spit.
Now he's doing cell phone commercials with fucking what's his name? Fucking
Malcolm McDowell.
Malcolm McDowell. I was gonna say Ian,
will spit on your butt.
What?
What?
That's a line from the movie. From
Conan the Barbarian?
Yes.
I don't remember this line.
Do you not remember?
You don't remember that?
I do remember Arnold Schwarzenegger punching a camel. I do remember that. I don't remember being one spitting upon another's butt, though. That does not jut out.
That's one of those great quotes that's just wonderful out of context. Kind of like, now get up there and piss in the radiator. You know, those kind of quotes.
Oh, that's from Red Dawn.
I love Red Dawn.
Yeah. You guys ever see Red Sonja?
Just saw the Nostalgia Critics review of it.
Is Arnold Schwarzenegger playing Conan in that movie?
I don't think so. Wait, is he?
I'm gonna look this up.
Conan the Destroyer?
Because he's playing the same fucking character.
Conan the Destroyer or Red Sonja?
Sonja.
In Red Sonja.
Yeah. Conan the Barbarian plays... Conan the Barbarian plays Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Conan the Barbarian is Arnold Schwarzenegger in... Yep, he is. I figured that.
I played Arnold Schwarzenegger, and now Conan will be running for governor.
And both Conan the Destroyer and Red Sonja are directed by Richard Fleischer.
I think that's actually how it works, Bill. I think Conan the Barbarian plays Arnold Schwarzenegger in life.
Schwarzenegger. If you do not help, then to hell with you.
Imagine he were like say that before he fought Batman.
Oh my god, I heard like the most horrifying news ever recently. So, you guys are familiar, I'm sure, with the movie The Toxic Avenger, right?
I love that movie.
That movie's so enjoyable.
At least heard of it, right?
Yes.
Okay, Troma, the only, I think he's still the only superhero based in New Jersey, if I'm not mistaken.
Because, other than Chris Christie.
Alright, if you count him.
Chris Christie's a superhero now?
Yeah.
He doesn't wear a mask. It doesn't count. No.
Yes,
he doesn't wear a mask.
I'm sorry. Who can literally get that fat?
That's
not Holocaust.
So are you saying he's like Eddie Murphy? He puts a fat suit on?
Yes.
That's why he made sure Halloween happened in Jersey after
Sandy. Who is he? The Diabetic Avenger?
He doesn't really look like that.
Avenger.
He doesn't really look like that. That's a fat suit. He's also Michael Moore, Rush Limbaugh.
What was I going to say now? Oh, they're remaking it.
Right.
And they've been trying to get this remake off the ground for years.
Right.
Fuck. I just don't care. I mean, to say that would ruin that franchise, get some fucking perspective. Have you ever seen the sequels to The Toxic Avenger?
Judging by the trailers, I've avoided the sequels for now.
Or the animated series, The Toxic Crusaders, where it was made for kids. Crusaders. Anyway.
Crusaders. Yeah.
Anyway. So they're remaking it, and guess who's going to be in the movie?
Wait, they already announced it?
Tommy Wiseau.
This has been in the works for years.
Oh yeah, I knew that, but I didn't.
Yes, I'm going to be in the the remake of The Toxic Avenger.
What?
Guess who he's going to play? He is going to play.
Hold on. The nerdy guy who becomes the Toxic Avenger.
No, that would be too amazing. He is playing an ex-Spec Ops agent, or Spec Ops soldier, who trains the Toxic Avenger to become a superhero.
What? Why does the Toxic Avenger need training?
Guess what his name is going to be? The Exterminator. Isn't that clever, guys?
Why would you do that? That would be like making a remake to The Birds and have it be produced by Michael Bay. Why would you even like...
Wait.
As an avid fan of The Birds, I find that unbelievably insulting.
Wait, no. The Birds was directed in Michael Bay fashion. It was called Birdemic. You know the only reason he wanted to do that project is because he watched the original and he saw the scene where the gas station blew up and he was like, I can do it bigger.
Pretty much.
Oh, did somebody? I forgot who. I want to say it was Sean Barry, but on Toho Nation posted something from a compilation of explosions from Gamera 2 and said Michael Bay just pissed his pants or something like that.
Like, eat your heart out.
Yes.
No. Here's the thing. If you watch Birdemic, it really is like a Michael Bay movie, because the first 45 minutes have nothing to do with the supernatural element.
There were supernatural elements in that movie?
Neither does the original Birds. What the fuck are you talking about?
But I mean, here's the thing. It's like, but more than that, but also the Birds has nothing to do with what's, like, the Birds just show up, and the first 45 minutes isn't build up, it's not setting up the Birds, it's just they show up and start kamikaze diving all fucking Mega Piranha style into the town.
Mega Piranha, yes.
You guys remember that scene from Mega Piranha where the fucking guy is sitting on the floor kicking the fucking piranhas?
Yes, I saw that.
I love Mega Piranha. I like Mega Piranha better than Sharktopus and Sharknado.
Are you serious?
Sharknado.
Definitely.
No, Mega Piranha is a million times funnier because it. Like, you know, you always make fun of the cliched romances in these movies.
Oh, yeah, that romance.
But there has literally never been a more forced romance than in Mega Piranha.
There was, like, no build-up. They just kiss at the very end out of nowhere.
They don't even hint at a relationship. And they kill the piranhas, and he just looks at her, and he just fucking makes out with her, and the movie ends. It's like, are we missing something? Did they, like, fuck and nobody told us?
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's probably in the uncut extended edition.
That and one of my favorite scenes in sci-fi original movie history is from Mega Shark vs. Giant Octopus, where two of the characters are inside a submarine, and they're talking, right? It's like a really heartfelt moment.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, one of the guys gets on the radio and just goes, "Hey, stop jerking off in there." And it's like, what the fuck, dude? A, they wouldn't be jerking off, they'd be fucking. B, one of them is like 75 years old. Oh, God. Sci-fi original movies.
I hear that. I recently heard that they were actually, because of the popularity of big shows like Game of Thrones and what was it? It was like there was a lot of like fantasy sci-fi shows that have been going on now, and they're really popular. That sci-fi decided that they're actually going to put an effort in making original content that's sci-fi related, and they're going to end their partnership with Asylum. With Asylum.
Say what?
Yeah, Sci-Fi is actually going to make sci-fi stuff.
What?
I thought they were making sci-fi stuff. What?
These days, I thought they were just making reality shows.
Yeah, reality shows. What, WWE, cops, cheaters.
They put cops on Sci-Fi?
Yeah, I believe so.
I know.
What?
They put cheaters on Sci-Fi.
Oh, maybe I'm thinking of G4. that other show that was.
No, G4 put cops and cheaters on.
Yeah. That was.
Which also makes no sense.
Well,
but
they had them already, but they just took up the entire lineup. Like they just took over the channel.
Well, now G4 isn't even a thing anymore. Now it's called G4 Men.
That's just stupid.
Get it, guys?
Wait, don't we already have TNT for that?
But what does?
No, they're basically ripping off Spike.
But what's
Spike? That's what I meant.
But if it's G4 Men, what's the G standing for in this case? Gatorade? What?
Yeah, probably Gatorade, considering how
girls.
But are there any girls on it anymore?
Games?
Back in the day, it was like Olivia Munn.
No, that's what it used to stand for.
Back in the day, it was Olivia Munn. Ooh.
Yeah. Now she's working on the Daily Show. With Jon Stewart.
Yeah.
Who would have thought she, of all people, would end up on the Daily Show?
Now she's making cameos in Iron Man 2 and
I saw Kevin Pereira
bitching about it afterwards.
I saw Kevin Pereira on something yesterday. I don't remember what it was.
Oh, there's a name from my past.
Yeah, I just saw him somewhere. I was like, oh, that guy. Whatever happened to the guys from the people from X-Play? You remember them? I liked them.
They're still. I think Adam Sessler, I believe, he's like still a journalist, a video game journalist.
Well, I know most of the G4 guys who got fired went over to Nerdist Channel.
Right.
So that's where most of them were.
Why did they get fired? Because I actually liked that show.
Because G4 just said, you know what, there's no money in making a channel dedicated to the video game culture, so let's just make it appealing to everybody. The Sci-Fi Channel route. Yeah,
it's like, well, here's my problem. So geek culture has never been bigger than it is right now. Never. Like, we live in a time where fucking Power Rangers is being reported on TMZ. That's the world we're living in right now. Okay? So, therefore, wouldn't you think you'd be pushing for at least some geek stuff on your channels? Because that's a popular demographic now?
Especially when you name your channel the Sci-Fi Channel.
or G4, meaning geek, gaming, movie culture.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like, hey, you know what? There's no money in this, so let's fucking cancel it. It makes no sense.
Does G4, are they even going to do Comic-Con coverage anymore? Because that was my...
No, that's all gone now.
I remember I used to follow G4, especially for their like E3 coverage, but then that didn't happen. I mean,
their E3.
I had DirecTV, and DirecTV they just like dropped the G4 channel.
I think that's partially why they canceled the.
Because even after I stopped watching G4 on a regular basis, I still watched it 2 days out of the year, or 2 times out of the year. Comic-Con those days and 420, but now.
Oh, 420 was awesome on G4.
But now what is there, man? What is it? You remember Code Monkeys? You remember when that was a thing?
I do remember Code Monkeys.
I do remember that. Now
you guys remember Fresh Ink?
Fresh Ink. No, I don't. I did.
Blair Butler?
I remember Blair Butler. I don't remember Fresh Ink.
I never found her that attractive. They played her up as such like a sex object and never really found her attractive.
Mm.
I think partially it was because they were comparing her to like Morgan Webb and Olivia Munn.
So I just want to say right now, for the record, I'm excited for the new Son of Batman movie.
Oh yeah, I still haven't seen the trailer for that one.
I saw it. It looks fine. I read the book, so I'll see it just because I know the material.
I wish Damian was older, but
nah, he's that old. He's that old in the book too.
Yeah, he never gets older than that, basically.
I wish I see him and I'm like, why is Damian that young? And it just kind of it bugs me seeing a kid that young doing what he's doing in this, and I'm like, I don't think physically he would be able to do that at that age.
Well,
he's been training since birth, basically.
They explain it pretty
well. He was also raised by the fucking League of Shadows, or Assassins, or whatever.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it all makes sense, especially what his mother. His mother is a horrible witch of a fucking woman.
She is a horrible human being.
Okay. Yeah, so I just want to say that I watched Justice League War today.
Okay.
And my thoughts on that in a nutshell. Still hate Superman's guts.
Although a lot of people would say that that's not an accurate depiction of Superman.
Yeah, I've heard that a lot. But anyways, my problem with Justice League War was that it felt way too much like it was trying to copy the Avengers.
Thank you. I read the original comic that's based on, called Justice League Origin. It's every problem I'm sure that movie has is because it's too close to the source material. The book is like that too.
Yeah. That was my problem with it, but I mean some of the humor worked. Like I love the banter between Green Lantern and Batman.
Also the best part of the book, yep.
The banter between those two is absolutely fucking fantastic.
Adam, can I ask you something?
Yes.
Did they cut out Aquaman?
Yes.
That's fucking stupid. He's like the best part of that book.
Actually, I think they're saving him for the next Justice League movie.
You're telling me that Aquaman is the best part of something?
He is so fucking badass in Justice League Origin.
Well, it makes sense because Darkseid. It makes sense because in that movie, Darkseid, or in Justice League War, the movie, anyways, Darkseid comes out of the water, so it would make sense that Aquaman would have something to do with it.
He literally summons a megalodon.
Ooh.
That's epic.
And has it attack Darkseid's warship.
My God.
So fuck you.
The only way he could possibly...
Fuck Captain Marvel or Shazam or whatever the fuck they're called.
Oh my God, that entire character annoyed the living fuck out of me.
I've never been a big Captain Marvel fan. There's one Captain Marvel thing I've always enjoyed. There's two things. One, his Justice League Unlimited episode is fantastic.
I love that episode.
Yeah.
So
Clash of the Titans. Two, I love the DC short they did with him and Superman.
I love that
was
too.
fantastic.
Yeah.
I love the idea of Captain Marvel being a fan of Superman. That's just so cool.
Which they also
the Black Adam is awesome.
Which they also kind of touch on in that episode of Justice League Unlimited. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they don't. Yeah, but I mean, in the movie, he's literally wearing a Superman.
Yeah, I'm just saying that it's the theme that's been used.
Did you like him in the Young Justice show?
I never watched a lot of Young Justice. I
really want to get into Young Justice League really bad. I do.
I watched up to the episode where they're wearing those black suits and they go in all spec ops style.
That's really early in the show.
No, I didn't get.
I just mainly want to watch Young Justice League because I fell in love with fucking Endgame, where Wally West dies, and I was like, holy shit, this is heavy.
Yeah.
But anyways. But yeah, it felt really... I don't understand. I don't understand why people hate the costume designs in that one so much. I don't.
Well, like I mentioned before, the reasons why is because they take these very simplistic, iconic-looking costumes and put as much detail as possible to the point where it kind of overcomplicates the suit.
The only new 52 design that I didn't like is the one for the Joker in Death in the Family. That was ridiculous.
With the fucking well, there's a story reason for that, but. To me, Batman is the only one who doesn't matter because his costume changes so much. Who the fuck cares?
Well, I love Batman's design in this.
It's because they barely touched him. But you look at fucking
Superman.
Superman looks.
I liked Superman's. I liked Wonder Woman's, except I wish she wore those black pants. In this one, they don't even have her wear pants, and I was like, what the fuck? Okay. I liked Green Lanterns. I like pretty much I love Cyborg. Cyborg made.
This is
the first I've ever heard. This is for the record. This is the first I've ever heard of Cyborg.
He was in Teen Titans.
Yeah. He shouldn't even be in the Justice League.
Yeah, that's what I don't get. Why isn't Nightwing in Justice League instead of Cyborg?
Because Cyborg is really fucking popular, and they were like, "Hey,
people were people actually asking?"
Hey, put down that joint for a second.
Are you telling me that Cyborg?
We should put Cyborg in the Justice League.
Are you telling me that Cyborg is more popular than Nightwing right now? Is that the
world?
I still think Nightwing. I still think Nightwing is gay. Anyways, but
wait, I just want to say maybe they were like, you know what?
Stick or anything.
No. I'm not saying it like that. I love Nightwing. I think he's gay.
No, I know what you mean, but I'm just saying I think Nightwing is cooler than fucking Cyborg.
Well, here's the thing. I didn't mean to do this, you guys. I'm saying this as somebody who has absolutely no bias towards Justice League at all, and as somebody going in it as somebody as on face value just saying, you know what, I want to watch this movie. So I watched the movie, and you know what? I liked Cyborg in it. I thought they did it pretty fucking well. I thought it was
a full character.
I like Cyborg. I just don't understand why he
shouldn't be in the fucking Justice League.
No. Well, I think this is because they're going to make an entire new series out of it. I think that's what's going on. Jay Oliver, the director of a lot of the new DC, the DC animated movies, he wants to make the Justice League into like a series of movies. And
here's my problem. Well, here's my whole problem with the DC animated movies right now. Their mission statement before Bruce Timm left, while Bruce Timm was still on, was we are going to take the most famous DC comic arcs and put them in animation for the fans. And that's what they were doing for years.
An example being The Dark Knight Returns.
Dark Knight Returns was their best work. Then you get to Justice League Flashpoint Paradox, which I like.
Oh, I want to see that so bad, but the copy that Andres gave me only works for like half an hour. And it's not his fault. I just really wanted to watch it really bad.
I enjoyed it a lot. I thought Superman Unbound. Yeah, I want to read the comic that's based on to see if it's the source material that shallow, but I was alright.
Well,
the guy that got to play Superman was cool though. But that being said, here's my whole issue.
Okay.
We don't need somebody to explain why all of a sudden we're doing new comic arcs in animation. Like, that would be, like, to me, it's so, like, you know what I mean? Like, they don't need to explain why now we're adapting some of the New 52 stories.
You just adapt them. Why do you need that?
You don't have to explain it.
And that's a weird thing, like, the New 52 stories, they're not that popular, so why are they, like, going through the effort of making animations of them when, you know, you could be doing something like Kingdom Come.
You know why?
Because they want to promote them.
They can't get a fucking Justice League movie off the ground, so the best thing they can do is put it in animation.
You know what? I actually believe in what Bill just said, and you know what? I actually say props to the animated. I think, Bill, you're trying to insult them for that. I'm saying, no, props to the DC animated people because they're having the balls to at least say, fuck it, we're making a Justice League movie without a major studio's permission or not.
No, because they've been doing that, though.
Yeah, they made Justice League Crisis on Two Earths.
They made a bunch of Justice League
movies. Never mind. I take my statement back. I've never heard of those.
That's okay. That's okay, but I'm just saying that we didn't have to have a reason why in Justice League New Frontier everybody's wearing costumes in the 40s. So why do we have to have a reason why all of a sudden Superman's wearing armor? There's no reason to explain it. So it just bothers me, and I'm just disappointed that and I saw the trailer for Justice League War, and I was just like, everything, I'm biased towards it because I didn't like the comic it's based on, so that's my immediate bias. But I'm also just like, they're taking what was so special for DC fans, and now they're just doing it because they're trying to push the new stuff that people who may not know these characters will watch and buy, and they're not doing the stuff that's actually, that's actually good. I mean, I don't know. I just don't,
So basically, instead of making movies for the sake of making movies, they're making movies to promote the newest product.
Yeah, but there's nothing to see. But you word it like that, and I'm like, that's actually kind of smart. But the thing is, in my gut, I'm still like, to me, I'm still so obsessed with that original mission statement of we're making these for the fans, because ultimately, who's gonna go into a DVD store who doesn't even care about any of these characters and just go, I'll buy that? And I guess to their credit, this worked with Adam.
Yeah, I was about to bring that up.
To their credit, it worked with that, but I don't know. I still just don't. I just don't buy it. What's the next one they're doing? They're doing Batman and Son.
Yeah.
They're doing Son of Batman, and that's the only one that I'm really paying attention to.
What's the next Justice League one they're doing?
I don't know.
Check. In the meantime, I did find this interesting article online about like the top 10 worst like New 52 redesigns.
Fuck it.
Also, the other thing that they don't do they just do adaptations right now, or do they do anything original as well?
No, they're all adaptations.
Yeah.
I miss the days when DC Animation put out some original stuff. We never would have got Mask of the Phantasm if Bruce Timm had only adapted things.
Oh, come on. Number 10 Wonder Woman? No. I like the design so much more than fucking original.
They do make a good point at those like silver sharp edges that look like they're poking at her chest.
No, the only problem I have with the new Wonder Woman design is why the fuck is she wearing armor like Superman's? She comes from a fucking...
Superboy's design looks amazing. It looks like Tron Legacy.
But my whole thing is, like, why is she wearing, like, this plated armor when she should be wearing, like, classic chainmail-like armor? Because she comes from a fucking group of Amazons.
Why the fuck is Flash on there? Flash is...
Oh, because of all those ugly-looking lightning bolts all over his body.
Oh, what the fuck? Okay. What the fuck? I don't complain. That's not...
Power Girl does look pretty shitty.
Okay, yeah, I will agree with that.
Superboy... Well, the thing with Superboy is that's just a black version of the Superman suit without a fucking...
Harley Quinn looks terrible. Harley Quinn just looks like a slut.
So what?
That's true.
I'm wondering why Supergirl has her knees exposed.
because Dan DiDio is high, that's why. I don't... Well, I've heard Supergirl's book is really good, so whatever, but... Oh, there's another page, okay.
Now, why is Superman's on there? The only thing different that I've really noticed is that he's not wearing his tighty-whitey underwear anymore, and he's got a collar.
No, Superman looks pretty bad. And the reason why is because Superman doesn't have to wear armor.
He's wearing armor? Oh, yes, he is.
Yeah, that's armor.
They armorified everything.
And they give everyone, for some reason, they gave everyone collars.
I like collars. Shut up. That's because I'm a uniform guy. Because I'm a uniform guy.
I don't like the collars. But these are superheroes who are going against the law.
Even if you give some of them collars, they don't all need collars.
Oh, that's what Lobo looks like in the New 52?
Who the hell is Lobo?
This like big, like 90s, like alien biker bounty hunter dude.
Well, I just want to say my friend Matt Crafton loves the New 52 designs because of the armor, because he draws armor. He draws armor a lot, and he loves armor. And so he's like, oh, yes, they have armor. He was going like ape shit.
Superman, see, here's the thing. I don't mind you taking away Superman's underwear, because the reason why they got rid of it is because of fucking legal reasons, so they didn't have a choice. But the thing is, I like the idea of giving him the red belt to kind of to fill in that area.
Yeah,
that's fine.
To break up all that blue.
Wait.
Why does he have to wear armor?
Wait a minute.
He's indestructible.
What is the legal reason that he couldn't wear underwear?
Which I must say, the fact that you just said he's indestructible goes into one of the many reasons why I hate him.
But that's not his choice.
Yeah, that was one of the... That was the reason I liked Batman better, is because with Batman you get a sense that he could lose possibly. With Superman, it's like, yeah, he's gonna win.
Well, here's
unless he's going against someone with magic.
I explained this to Andres yesterday during Shoe Watch, and I said for some reason I have this opinion. This is why I love Batman. And this is why I'm starting to fall in love with Green Lantern even, because Green Lantern actually doesn't have that powers. Without the ring, he's fucking powerless. But I don't like the idea, and this is why I have a very hard time with superheroes in general. I just don't like the idea is that we need somebody more than being human, more than just being being a human being to go out there and save our asses. I think that makes humanity look pathetic. And me, especially just because I'm in that opinion, because I've been writing my Godzilla series so much, which a huge aspect of that of my series is the world coming together. I'm like, humanity's good. Humanity is willing to fight their own battles. And I see these superheroes, and I'm like, this is just saying humanity's too chicken to do fucking anything, which is another reason why I love Batman. And I'm starting to fall in love with Green Lantern. Bill, let me finish. You know what? I am not a fucking superhero fan, all right? I don't know how many times I'm going to have to say that. I don't know how many times I'm going to have to explain it. I'm not a big superhero fan.
Yeah, we've known this since the beginning.
That's been established. But
let
me say this.
No, I'm not going to let you say this because I'm going to go on. This is one of the reasons why I'm actually starting to like X-Men kind of, because there's a huge Civil War kind of thing going on where there's like huge debates going on between the mutants or whatever the fuck they're called and the humans. That makes me interested. Stuff like that makes me fucking interested, which I love it in Justice League, or because they actually kind of hint at this in Justice League War. When Wonder Woman comes around, there's a bunch of people fucking protesting her. And I'm like, that shit's interesting. That shit's really fucking interesting. I want to see more of that shit.
In that case, you're really going to like Justice League Unlimited because there's a huge story arc about exactly about that.
Season 2 is fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah, I do. Out of all the Justice League ones, I think that's the one that I was gonna try to tackle. And then, you see, this is why I love Watchmen so much, because that's literally the main point of fucking Watchmen.
Yeah, no, you're totally right.
And yes, okay, there. I said it. That's my main problem with Superman.
No, you said
the
this
main.
a million times.
This is the main reason. This is the main reason why I hate Superman. I hate him. I hate everything about Superman.
But here's my whole problem with the hatred thing. Like, okay, here's why I enjoy Superman and why I find Superman stories interesting.
You're going to say he's flawed. He's not flawed. He's invincible.
No, he doesn't have to be flawed.
Yeah, he has tons of weaknesses.
Hang on. Let me just say this.
He cares
too much. What makes Superman stories interesting is that you've got this guy who's raised by everyday people who happens to have all these incredible powers.
First off, he's not raised by everyday people. He's raised by Kevin Costner.
No.
In Man of Steel.
Man of Steel, yeah.
All right, let me finish.
By every
I still say Man of Steel was one of the worst movies released.
We're not talking about that. We're not talking about Man of Steel. We're not talking about that.
Junk.
Costner.
We're not talking about that.
Adam, I let you finish. Let me finish. Okay. So, what I like about Superman is you've got this guy with incredible power, raised in a very everyday setting, who is raised by people to use what he has for the betterment of everybody else around him. So here's what I mean by that. So you've got this guy with incredible power, and he very well could just pretend like he doesn't have that power and just join everyday people. Just don't put the problems of the world on your shoulders. Let them deal with it and just go about his everyday life. But he does have this power. And he doesn't just fucking, use it for his own self-gain. He decides to use that power for the betterment of mankind and for the betterment of the world he's living on.
But that's like telling humanity you're not good enough.
No, but that's not what he's telling them, Adam.
He's supposed to say he's setting himself as like an example for other people to aspire to.
But how can humans aspire to be Superman? Superman is invincible.
No, Adam, he's not trying to get them to go to his power. He's saying, I am selfless in helping other people. Do that with the means that you have.
You have that with fucking Batman.
What?
But Batman is he's not a
psycho. He's a psychopath. Nobody wants to be a psychopath.
But Batman's also not fighting for people to take after his example. He's trying to create a world where nobody has to.
He hates when people take up his example because he's not wearing hockey pants. That's what that entire scene in The Dark Knight is about. But seriously, like that's part of his thing. And I mean, I know he trains kids, but that's just a thing.
Then there's some continuities. There's some continuities where he says Batman is supposed to be it's supposed to be a symbol. There's some continuities where he's like Batman's supposed to be a symbol that any man can do it. Any man with the right mindset can do it.
No, but here's the thing though. Batman's not saying I want you to go out there and fight crime. Batman's saying but that's what makes Batman and Superman work so well as a pair. Their methods are completely
No, they're not. I hate Superman.
No, but Adam,
I hate Superman so much. Like, I don't touch Superman with a 10-foot fucking pole.
Would you let me fucking finish? So, Batman and Superman work so well as a pair because their methods are completely different, but their goal is the same. Set an example for everybody else that you can work to better your environment and the people around you, that you don't have to just stand by and let shit happen. You can stand up against it and do what and help each other. That's what makes Superman interesting, and that's what makes Batman interesting. Yes, Superman is indestructible. Yes, he can be killed, but yes, he's got all these powers. But it's the fact that he is using them for this reason that makes him interesting and makes him likable. And I'm not saying you have to like Superman, but I'm just saying that's what makes Superman valid, and that's why people like Superman.
And that's why the rest of the world likes Superman.
It's interesting to think. It's interesting to think what he could have been had he not had that specific raising. Also, this is why I enjoy Red Son.
Oh yeah, I was talking to. Funny enough, I was talking to Adam about Red Son.
You were talking to me about that. I still haven't watched it.
But it's also interesting that Superman basically becomes the same person, just with a different political view.
And he wants to pretty much like take over the world and use his like.
He has the same goals, but he becomes Super Stalin.
Yes, right, well, Super Stalin.
Yeah.
Which that idea alone sounds epic.
But Adam, my general point is Superman doesn't think he's better than people at all. No, he doesn't. When has he ever said that in something you've seen?
Okay, you know what? I don't fucking know. All right, I don't fucking know. Here's my goddamn problem. It's always going to be my goddamn problem with Superman. Is what I explained. I don't like that kind of character. I hate that characterization. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
Isn't he?
But it's not a characterization. It's a situation.
Isn't this situation kind of similar to biblical like figures like Moses or Jesus?
Well, no, they took that. They basically, Man of Steel did it, but that was the one thing I liked about Man of Steel.
But they did it too on the nose. I mean, it was in every fucking frame.
As Nostalgia Critic pointed out in his review, I am Jesus.
No, the moment that pissed me off where he's like, yeah, he's been on Earth for 33 years. I'm like, don't say that.
Oh my God!
Loud.
They might as well have just put holes in his hands and.
If they did that, I would. Okay, here's the thing.
Crucified him on a kryptonite cross. They did that once too, actually.
He's born under a red star. Anyway.
So here's basically how I'm going to end this conversation.
Okay.
No matter what you guys say, no matter what you guys do, I'm still going to fucking hate Superman.
But let me just say this.
No.
Don't you think the more proper way to say it is you're not interested in Superman?
No, I just hate Superman.
Well, all right, whatever. I don't care. I really don't care.
Clearly you do, or else you wouldn't be like...
No, I care because you're fucking yelling at me. You yelled at me first, dude. Just saying. So I reacted.
Yeah, because you like Superman.
I do like Superman.
Superman's stupid.
Well, if he's stupid, then why has he survived for 75 years?
That's a good fucking question.
And why is the entire world...
I'm validating Superman. I'm just saying that there's a reason why people like him. And that's the reason why.
Yeah, and I understand that people like him. I don't agree with them at all, but...
And the strangest part of it is it's all a matter of perspective. As strange as this might sound, I know I've heard people have the same complaint with like Batman. I've heard people say Batman. I hate Batman.
Yeah, and I understand why people hate Batman too. I really do.
Yeah. No, I get why you don't like Superman. I'm just saying that...
I don't like Superman. I hate Superman.
I'm just saying that just the way your argument played, it's like, you shouldn't like Superman either.
Well, yeah, you really shouldn't.
That's such a horrible thing to say, though. It really is.
Well, in case you haven't noticed, I'm a rather horrible individual.
Yeah, but you shouldn't be okay with that, is my point.
We're all horrible people.
In our own special way, that's true.
At least in our fantasies.
In our fantasies of horrible people?
I aspire to be a horrible person.
We are.
It's not that hard to do, Dylan. Go out there and punch a baby in the face, and you've done it.
We are terrible human beings.
Superman isn't my role model. Zod is.
I do love Zod.
I will find him. I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear you. I will find him.
Turns up her hearing aid.
Sorry.
Ed said he?
I will find him. Turns out he's talking about Waldo the whole time.
Yeah.
Sounds like a crazy person.
That would make me want to watch it again.
He basically is. He basically is a crazy person.
Oh, by the way,
yeah, true.
Unrelated, well, sort of back to what we were originally talking about. After Son of Batman, the next DC Universe original movie is Batman Assault on Arkham, which is apparently tied into the Batman Arkham games.
Yeah, I have no idea what that is.
Say what?
Yeah, let's see.
Have they ever adapted the one with Humpty Dumpty? What's the one with Humpty Dumpty called?
Well, all I know is that Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall, and then he fell off.
There's also a Batman character called Humpty Dumpty, Adam.
Well, there's two.
Yeah.
There's
two?
No, oh wait, no, that's Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Are you sure you're not talking about the guy from the 60s show, the one with all the egg puns?
Excellent.
Egg.
Yes.
Vincent
Vincent Price.
Egghead was his name.
Yeah. The end of it.
Played by Vincent Price, yeah.
You know when you've reached the end of your career when you're making egg puns.
No, either that or you've reached the end of your career when you've got a villain named Bookworm.
You think he ever made an egg pun and then stopped and thought, I was in The Black Cat and all kinds of other classic horror movies?
I think.
Yeah.
I think the paycheck outweighed that.
I was in Pictures.
I would have loved to been on 60s Batman.
Yeah, playing...
They pay you to chew the scenery.
Yeah, playing one of the other characters, but nobody has any love for Eggman. Or what's his name? The egg guy.
Egghead.
Egghead. Nobody has any love for Egghead.
No,
I don't know.
I think he made like an appearance in Batman the Brave and the Bold, and maybe that's it.
He was in Brave and the Bold?
I believe so. I know what's Mr. Freeze's old name?
Victor.
Oh, Mr. Zero?
Yeah, he was in Brave and the Bold as well.
Yeah, with the green costume, yeah.
Yeah. Because nothing says...
Who else is in Brave and the Bold? Gentleman Ghost. I love Gentleman Ghost.
Yes.
Who do you guys like?
The lamest but most awesome villain ever.
Who do you guys like better, Mr. Freeze or Captain Cold?
I haven't seen enough. I haven't seen enough of Captain Cold, but so I'll automatically defect to Mr. Freeze.
I love him in Super Friends.
I have read arguments that Captain Cold is like infinitely more powerful than Mr. Freeze, and I was like, I don't care. He's Mr. Freeze.
What's Captain Cold's origin aside from looking like a Scooby-Doo villain?
No, I'm not certain.
We should look this up.
He's got like this gunslinging Eskimo thing going on. I don't know.
He does look like he looks like you know what he looks like? He looks like a villain from the fucking 60s King Kong cartoon.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. He's got that look about him.
Mm-hmm.
Flash has some really stupid enemies. Like Captain Cold's not even that dumb, but some of Flash's other
Captain Boomerang,
the Mirror Master,
the Trickster.
Mirror Master can be cool.
Well, of course, let's not forget Gorilla Grodd.
Oh, Gorilla Grodd is easily his best villain. It's not like his top villain though. His more. Oh my God, Captain Cold's real name is Leonard Snark.
Oh, wonderful.
That's a villain name, right? I mean,
isn't Flash the one with the polka dot guy? Isn't he the one who has that villain?
Polka dot guy.
There's a guy who's covered in polka dots. I don't know what he's called.
Spot, who's a Marvel villain?
No.
No. I think he was a Batman villain.
Was he?
I know.
Oh, he was in Brave and the Bold too. Yeah.
Yeah. Polka dot guy.
You know what?
Guy.
You know what?
That was when Batman had the rainbow batsuit.
DC has some strange villains.
You know what? You know what I want? What villain I want to see return, whether in live action or animation? The Condiment King.
Of course.
Yes.
What was that other one? The Flash villain that Mark Hamill played?
The Trickster, I believe.
He's more Flash's Joker. Not just for that reason, but also because he's like his main villain.
Also
because he was played by the Joker.
No, well, he wasn't the Joker at that point. That was pre-Batman TAS.
I love how they played him in Unlimited, though. It was like he was the Flash's Joker, but at the same time he was very...
He was literally nuts.
He was pretty pathetic, also. It was like, this is the Flash.
I do.
Go home, Styles. Go home. Okay. He was also voiced by Mark Hamill there.
Nice.
They should have put him in a scene with the Joker, or maybe they did. I haven't watched it in a while.
He was in a Joker episode, but they didn't have screen time together.
That would have been amazing.
Yeah. Let's see here. Leonard Snart was raised by an abusive father who worked on an ice truck. Oh no, and took refuge with his grandfather who worked on an ice truck.
Of course.
What does that origin involve? Being raised by penguins? I'm
not seeing that. He went to start a criminal career.
He went to start a criminal career? Like, that was his goal in life?
Yeah.
He went to college and majored in criminal.
Crime school.
He went to college and majored in crime.
Now imagine like every single villain ever. Imagine he's like ends up being like college roommates with Skeletor.
Welcome, Leonard, to crime school. No, Skeletor is one of his professors.
Oh, yeah.
Skeletor is one of...
Welcome, everyone, to Superhero Murder 101.
Cobra Commander.
I am your professor.
Cobra Commander is the dean.
For our first lesson, we will learn how to do our evil supervillain laugh.
That's their oral report, is the supervillain laugh?
Yes.
All right, Leonard, let's hear yours. No, Professor Skeletor, don't do it, or I will destroy you.
Like I will destroy He-Man.
He-Man.
One of the other professors is Emperor Palpatine, and every time you type in every time you hand in a paper, he looks at it. He's like, good.
Where the fuck? Oh, he literally. It's such a cliched supervillain origin. He steals the technology from a scientist.
Oh.
So it's not like he gets like he was locked in an ice box and decided to take on fucking ice cube.
An ice cube crashes through his window. I shall become an ice man.
A dark avenger of the daytime. You guys ever see Linkara's review of Detective Comics number 37?
No. Well, wait. Maybe yes. Yeah, I did.
Where he also covers Batman's origin, and that fucking scene where Bruce Wayne goes, I must become a dark creature of the night, and Linkara just goes, a possum! I just imagine the Possum Man.
I think that reminds me from the show Fringe. In the show Fringe, goes to an alternate universe. And in the alternate universe, there is no Batman, but there is like a possum guy or raccoon guy. Oh, and what's cool is that instead of a Dark Knight Returns, they go into a boy's room, and on the room you see a comic book, and it's the Dark Knight Returns. You know, like Batman jumping in front of the lightning bolt, except it's Superman jumping in front of the lightning bolt.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, that was a cool little like in joke. Alternate universe thing there.
Did you guys know there's a Dark Knight Returns parody with Darkwing Duck?
Yes, the Duck Knight.
The Dark Knight Returns.
I haven't read it, but I so want to read it because like last year I got into Darkwing Duck.
It'll quack you up.
I am the terror that flaps in the night. I am the cold that wakes you at 3 a.m. I am Darkwing Duck.
Darkwing Duck.
When you're in trouble, you call DW. Darkwing Duck. Let's get dangerous.
What do you think Darkwing Duck's origin is?
They had an episode making fun of that.
the secret origin of Darkwing Duck.
Yeah, it was a parody, so it wasn't his actual origin.
Right.
But it was like they were parodying a bunch of different things. It was where they made fun of fucking Deadman's origins in that episode. It was so weird. Like of all the superheroes origins you're gonna make fun of, you make fun of Deadman's origin, where he like goes to like this Chinese monk, and Buddhist monk, and he gives him superpowers. It was weird.
A lot of superhero talk in this episode of the Sons of Serizawa podcast.
Yeah, this is the superhero special.
The superhero super special.
The super Serizawa super special super show.
That
super mega ultra.
It's no better than Power Rangers Super Mega Force.
Mm-hmm.
That's a thing.
Has anyone been watching that season of Power Rangers?
Nope.
I haven't legit watched a season of Power Rangers since SPD.
Likewise.
Just saying.
I watched pretty much all of Samurai, and I was like, well, okay, looks like it hasn't changed at all.
And I didn't watch them all consecutively either. There was a big gap of time in between. In between Lost Galaxy and Dino Thunder, I didn't watch any Power Rangers.
I pretty much followed up on all of that, except I stopped at Wild Force, skipped Ninja Storm, came back for Dino Thunder, then nothing until Samurai.
I'm kind of sorry that I didn't watch the time travel season though, because I watched Lin Cara's.
Time Force?
I watched Lin Cara's history of Power Rangers on it, and that episode where they reveal the origins of the golden robot guy, whatever his name was, that looks amazing.
It looked pretty fucked up for Power Rangers.
Yeah.
I chopped up all of my own limbs and made myself a robot. You know, for kids.
Basically, he's Dr. Giro.
Pretty much.
I really do want to wait.
Except a lot more fucked up, because he literally chopped off his own limbs.
All Dr. Giro had to do was build a machine to remove his brain and put it in a robot body.
Yeah, he didn't have to actually chop off his own limbs.
While somehow not killing him.
I really do want to see Lin Cara's review for Operation Overdrive, only because of what he said. What? Who said that?
I want this, so I'm going to get it. I want this.
Okay.
He's on Amazon.
Okay. Well, anyways, at the end of his...
I am not on Amazon. I'm on YouTube, ripping off Handel's Messiah, Part 2, Section 55. And I want it, because I'm going to use it.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, anyways, after listening to the last History of Power Rangers, where he covered Mystic Force, he built up Operation Overdrive as like the worst season of Power Rangers, and because I completely ignored that whole majority of the Disney era of Power Rangers, really, I want to see this, and that was like months ago.
Aren't they doing the pirate thing now?
Oh yeah, it's so weird because with Power Rangers, each Sentai show was adapted into like a 40-ish episode season. But then ever since they partnered with Nickelodeon, they're like, okay, yeah, 40 episodes a season, that's not happening. So they split Samurai up into 2 seasons, and then they took Megaforce and have all of that stuff into 1 season, and then they have all the pirate stuff as another season. And by season, I mean like 24 episode season.
Yeah.
Now they're just calling it Megaforce.
Yeah.
So wait, the pirate thing? The Power Pirates are called Megaforce now? Is that what you're telling me?
Oh, Super, yeah. The pirates are called the Super Megaforce.
Why does becoming Super turn them from whatever they were before into pirates?
There's a perfectly good explanation for that.
Nickelodeon's stupid.
Anyways. I just like that.
That was a Black Nerd comedy.
Yeah, I love that running joke. Yeah, it's like there's a good. I talked to Gosei, and there's a perfectly good explanation for that.
I talked to him. He's the big talking head in that season, right?
Yeah.
Tiki head.
Yeah.
It's
from what I've heard, I've been following Black Nerd Comedy's reviews of the episodes of Megaforce, and apparently
that I have been following.
Yeah, I find it really cool that these Super Megaforce Pirate Rangers, they now have the ability to transform into any previous Ranger from before, even even the ones that only appeared in Japan before Mighty Morphin.
Guys, I have a legit question to ask.
Yeah.
Sure.
What the fuck are you guys talking about?
Power Rangers.
Okay,
Pirate Rangers.
Pirate Rangers that never explain why they look like pirates.
Is the lead ranger played by? I was just about to ask. Is the lead ranger played by Johnny Depp?
Well, you see, my fellow Power Rangers, we're going to get some rum, and then we're going to drink it.
And then they're taking Hobbit's to Isengard.
Seven. And the villain of the season is Davy Jones.
Squid face. No, the villain is like robots.
Dead Ranger.
I mean, it's always robots, but they're like space robots.
This is one of the things I liked about Dino Thunder. Mesogog was a dinosaur, man. You can't beat that.
Also, not an alien.
Not an alien. He was a scientist. He was a brilliant scientist.
He was a brilliant scientist. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I've been watching Black Nerd Comedy's reviews of these episodes, and the one that I found the most intriguing was the one where they go looking for the Animarium, because I was like, oh my god, that's the name for my youth. That's like 02 Power Rangers.
Wild Force?
Yeah, Wild
Force.
Yeah. No, it was 2000.
No, that was like two. No, wait. 2003.
I love how that sounds kind of normal for a childhood name. My childhood name was Napoleon Bonaparte or Caesar.
What? Are we not going to get an explanation for that?
I guess not. Anyways, continue, Bill.
I don't know. Oh, I was just going to say I thought that was cool. That was an old school reference, and I was like, that's cool.
And it was
just for the first time morphed into the original Power Rangers, the Mighty Morphin.
Now I just
although from what I heard, that was only like a 10-second or 20-second thing.
Now I just have this mental image of my head of somebody going to the White Ranger from the Dino Thunder season and being like, your dad was an average dinosaur, but he was a brilliant scientist.
Oh, that's amazing.
You guys still talking about Power Rangers?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
We'll be off it soon. I think.
No, I don't care. It's just I had literally no idea what you guys are talking about.
Well, you're coming up, so hang on.
Oh, he's coming up. Okay.
Oh my! No,
I was going to say
no, Andres. It is not. No, Andres. It was not a sexual reference. God, why always?
I see.
George gave this point. Adam, what were you going to say? Go ahead.
I'm not saying anything.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something.
No.
Oh, okay.
Because I have no idea what you guys are talking about, and
we're going to get off.
You're literally speaking Greek to me.
Well, we're going to get off it now because you wanted to do something.
I did.
That took us an hour to get to. Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, your 1 True 3 thing.
Oh, the 2 Lies, 1 Truth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, let's do it now. We're an hour and 15 minutes in.
The moment that everyone's been waiting for.
Okay, just to clarify, how many lies are there?
All right, so let's set this up quick. So basically, a long time ago,
in the galaxy
when
far,
I was
far away,
still off from school,
I approve.
The SOS embarked on a mission to try and find out more dark truths about other members of the SOS, and we did this by doing 2 lies and 1 truth.
And it ended up becoming a failure to lie.
Failure to lie, because only 4 of us were there, 1 of us lost internet connection, and then we stopped talking about it. And I believe we started talking about something that didn't make any sense, but that's what we do anyway, so whatever. So, we are now going to get 1 step closer to the conclusion of that long, overarching SOS story, with Adam giving us his 2 lies.
Guys, I just found a...
This is going to be like the Sun Bear thing.
It's just because you guys talked about this before.
Oh, dear Lord.
I'm still waiting for it to load on my end.
The look on Spike's face.
Oh, damn it.
Imagine since my childhood is growing.
Damn it.
Apparently what they say about foot size is not true.
Fuck.
Oh, God.
Really just say that. For those of you listening at home, we are looking at an image of Littlefoot, in theory, raping Spike from The Land Before Time. So there we go. It's been said.
So let it be.
So
let it be done.
Oh God. So yeah, we're gonna do 2 lies, 1 truth. Adam, is that how you set it up? It's 2 lies and 1 truth, right?
Wait, I thought it was 2 truths and 1 lie.
Whatever you did, that's what we'll do. Doesn't matter. You have 2 truths and 1 lie?
I have 2 lies and 1 truth.
Okay, so we have to pick out the truth.
Yes.
Okay. Just give me 1 second. I will be right back.
Oh. How's the weather in your area?
Pretty well, yeah. It's been a little bit cold. We got a little bit of rain, but same old, same old.
I'm a little sick of snow, but we're getting more snow. So, Dylan.
Yeah?
How's the weather like down there?
We're in this really awkward period that we have every year in between winter and spring where one day it'll be hot and the next day it'll be cold and it just doesn't want to make up its fucking mind and everybody gets super sick because of it. So...
Ready to go out to your local pool, and then all of a sudden it's like hailing cats and dogs.
I could just totally picture that. You're in your swim trunks, right? Going to a pool. And you're like, yes, I'm going to do it. I'm going to jump into the pool. And suddenly, it just like in the blink of an eye, it gets really cold, and you jump in, and the water just automatically freezes. And it just goes splat. Right?
Let me give you an example. Wednesday it was super hot, and then Thursday it snowed.
Yes, that actually happened up here.
Wow.
Okay, I'm back.
I think we got close to 4 inches of snow.
What's snow?
What's a gamera?
What's a snow gamera?
What the hell is Mothra?
Oh, I'd pay to see that. Snow gamera. It's like Gamera, but from the snow.
A small band of researchers searched the Himalayas for the legendary abominable beast known as the Snow Gamera.
But they found a Yeti instead.
It's really not as cool.
It's not nearly as cool.
Let him go.
They were
just
really
gotta let it go.
They were
let
really
it go.
Let it die.
Let it die.
That was the 3 Days Grace song.
Yes, I know that was the 3 Days of Grace song, and I approve.
2 lies, 1 truth.
Yeah, that's it. Well, yeah, it's 2 lies, 1 truth, right, Adam? That's what you wrote down there?
I have 2 lies, 1 truth.
Okay, so boys, we're trying to figure out the truth here. So, Adam, rock us with the shit.
Well, this story happened when I was, I want to say I was either 6 or 7, and it was just when I moved into where my current room is. My room used to be on the other end of the house, but I forgot what we did, but we basically just rebuilt that room and just moved it to the other end of the house. I think it was just to be closer. It was to be closer to a certain area. I can't quite remember the reason why we moved it, but it was just when I had just moved in to this new bedroom. And I woke up one morning at around, I want to say it was like 8 o'clock in the morning, because I used to be an early bird. I'm not anymore, but I used to be an early bird. And so I go to my window because I always close my shades. It's just a habit of mine. I always close my closet door, and I always shut the shades. It's just a habit. And I go to open up the shade, and there's a fucking moose right there looking at me. Right there. Just looking at me like we locked eyes. I locked eyes for the moose. And it was literally like, if I reached my hand out, I would have been able to, like, pet it. Alright?
So you're saying that this was the year you received both a room and a moose. You got a room with a moose, man.
I got a room with a moose. A room with a moose! I love that episode.
Was your window open?
Yes.
Okay, so you were feeling the fresh air.
Male moose or female moose?
It was a female because it didn't have antlers, and it was during spring season, which is when they start growing nubs.
That is way less cool.
I know. It is way less cool. But the baby moose that we have around here is a male, and he's got a nice rack.
You'd think that would go the other way.
I know, but no, it doesn't. Not with moose.
How old were you again? I think you said, but how old were you?
I was either 6 or 7. either 6 or 7, and its nose was almost through the window. Like, it was almost like it was sniffing the inside of the house.
How long did it stay there?
It stood there until I screamed like a little girl and fell to the floor because I wasn't expecting to see a moose just staring at me, literally like less than 2 inches away.
I'm sure it was.
I screamed like a little girl.
Was this your first close encounter of the moosey kind?
Yes. It was. Legitly, it was.
Okay. All right. I think I have all the information I need to know. How about you boys? You guys got questions?
Let's see. He eventually killed that moose when he got older.
It took so much flesh in order to get its power.
With his literal bare hands.
With my bare hands. Actually, no, I didn't have my bare hands at that time, Andres. I was 10 when I got my bare hands.
Did you ever try exposing this moose to radiation in the hopes that it would become bipedal?
Well, this was before I also was running my house off of complete nuclear radiation. And
of course.
This is only a month before, but still.
Only a month before, right?
And
before I got my hands on all that nuclear uranium.
In those days, they used propane.
Right.
Propane and propane
That's
accessories.
just lying around.
Well, literally, I just found it in my backyard, and I said, I could use this to power my house.
I found it in the woods, like a fucking bag of Playboys in the woods. But you guys didn't find a bag of Playboys in the woods when you were kids? All right.
No, but I did find
uranium. We don't have woods here.
Is it yellow cake?
All right. So, Dylan, any other queries for Mr. Noyce?
No.
Okay. So, Adam, you can move on to the second one.
Right. The second one, we were filming Compound of Chaos. This is a very recent one. If by recent I mean 2 years ago. We were filming Compound of Chaos down at my friend Chuck's house, and his house is absolutely huge. I mean, if you guys watch Compound of Chaos, that movie was completely shot inside his house. And one day I was writing a scene that we had to shoot because, of course, if you guys don't know, I had to basically improvise most of the scenes in that movie. And so I was writing that scene down, and everyone was taking a lunch break because, I'm a nice guy like that. And suddenly Chucky shouts, "Dad, I think we got a weasel outside again." And we look outside, and Chucky's got this homemade pond there with fish because his dad is filthy rich. And they built this pond, they put fish in it, shit like that. I don't know, but they did. And so we look out the main windows, and we see this weasel just kind of trotting around this homemade pond. And we were like, oh, that's kind of cool. Whatever. And suddenly we see Chucky's dad come marching downstairs with this giant-ass elephant gun-sized rifle. And Chucky's dad is 75 years old.
Oh, what?
My friend Chucky, his dad is 75 years old.
You are aware of the fact, Bill, that men can continually reproduce until they die.
Females cannot. Wow.
He sure waited.
Yes, he did. But he's getting this gun ready, and he's like, "Stand back." He takes aim, shoots, misses. They're like, "God damn it!" And so this weasel is like flipping out, running around everywhere. And he's like, "Come on, boys, we gotta get that stupid thing before it gets one of the fish." And so he hands us all these guns. And we're all trying to shoot this fucking weasel from like 500 yards away, which is a poke for any gun. And it's a fucking...
From this weasel, I'm like, fuck this. I would just be out of there.
And there was nothing left of that weasel when we were done. It was nothing but like a pile of mush.
My God. If I'm that weasel, I'm like, that fish ain't worth it. I'm gonna go have I'm gonna eat my own shit rather than get massacred by
we all go walking out there with our guns. And we look down at this bleeding, bloody pulp carcass thing, a poor excuse for a carcass. And we look and we say, oh, I think we missed it a few times.
You know that Weasel's son was like, I will now devote my life to avenge my father's death. I will become Man-Weasel.
But I must make sure to point this out. We saved fish.
Oh, good, okay.
I really want to see the movie version of this now where the Weasel is played by Bill and him, like, reacting to being shot at. Like,
why am I the Weasel?
Because well, we caught quite a bit of it on footage.
You're all,
oh, really?
You're like trying to get away from the gunshots.
What was funny was
I don't do this. I am Weasel.
Unfortunately, the camera battery died when I was filming it, so it just halfway got it. But it literally ends with suddenly you see this giant, because I zoomed in so much, it looks like a giant explosion in the water, and it's from Chucky's dad shooting at it. Oh. And you just see the Weasel going, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, like flipping out, running all over the place.
Imagine that Weasel just fucking kills itself. Fucking, like, takes a rock and just slams its own head in.
Fuck this shit! Or what if he survived? He would have gone back into Woodstock to all of his Weasel friends and would have been like, I've seen some shit.
He also would have been brain dead, just like,
oh, so he becomes Rambo then.
Yes!
Rambo's brain dead?
He sounds like he's brain dead.
Rambo. Well, he is in Rambo.
It sounds like half of his face doesn't work.
It's over, Johnny. It's over.
First blood.
Hey, it's over, Johnny. Hey, it's over, Johnny. It's over. It's over.
I'm gonna call you baby car.
I am the love. But anyway,
Sly Stallone had a stroke when he was like a second old, and that was the after.
That's not funny. That actually happens. No.
So do Weasels getting shot, but it's pretty fucking funny.
That's a great comparison. People having strokes and Weasels getting shot. Those are just on the same plane of reality right there.
As for me, I'm a Weasel rights activist.
No other animals, just Weasels.
I'm tired of these Weasels getting shot.
So I really don't think any of us had a bullet left in our clips when we got done with that Weasel.
That Weasel's family is just like, they could have just shot him once. Jesus.
We can't even identify the body.
We had to use his teeth.
What's the cause of death? I wonder.
Fucking overkill.
He basically looked like the guy from the original RoboCop.
And then they bring him back to life as Robo Weasel.
Yes.
And he comes back to get you guys. You have the right to remain silent. And that means, Adam, you're Clarence. You're Red Foreman.
Yes!
Now see, Adam, at some point in the future, this Weasel, you're going to find out that he's not dead, and he's going to come back to kill you, and he's going to be wearing a yellow, like, Bruce Lee jumpsuit. And he's going to have a samurai sword.
But wait, he's a pile of mush, so is he cybernetic in any way, or is he cloned?
He basically turns into a cybernetic Uma Thurman.
My God. Why has this not happened?
Why has this not happened? If we have a gun-toting raccoon in the new Marvel movie,
Hell yeah.
With Rocket Raccoon.
I want a cybernetic Uma Thurman. I want the next movie that Hollywood makes to be about a cybernetic Uma Thurman.
Hey, can you... No, a Weasel Uma Thurman. A Weasel cybernetic Uma Thurman. Bill, Dylan, can you draw this? Dylan, you have to draw this.
A cyber Weasel played by Uma Thurman?
Yes!
That may be beyond Dylan's not artistic ability, but artistic desire.
Cyber Newman.
Cyber Newman.
Cyber Newman.
It's almost as epic as Mecha Streisand.
Newman.
Cyber Thurman, whatever.
Hey, don't call it Cyber Newman, because then I'm thinking fucking the Seinfeld guy.
You have plot. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, and I was thinking you could have a plot point where like they try to defeat Cyber Newman by like reprogramming him, but when they break into his CPU, just a picture of him pops up and going
Oh, you just say the magic word. Oh my God! Can you imagine if fucking Hammond from Jurassic Park had found out that he was the cause of all that shit and just gone, Newman!
Bill.
Yes.
When I go down there, when we do season 2 of Totally Stupid Shit 101, this Mecha Weasel, played by Uma Thurman, Newman thing,
we have to do as one act.
How are we getting, like, access
with the power of puppet?
You create a puppet.
Like
the power of puppetry?
The power of puppetry. We resurrect...
we resurrect Jim Henson.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. We resurrect Jim Henson.
You would have to hire...
And it'll be like that scene from Hellboy, where I just dangle over Jim Henson's fucking grave, rip it open. Animos, minos, cortos. He's like a corpse, like it's like a rotting skull. He just coughs.
But you guys would
and
use up...
I'm carrying him around on my back with a rope.
If I had legs, I would kick your ass.
You would use up your entire budget just to hire Uma Thurman for like an hour.
No, we're gonna No, we're not hiring any. We're resurrecting Jim Henson from the dead. That's what we're doing.
Well, then how is it played by Uma Thurman?
It'll look like Uma Thurman.
It'll look like we'll make it have the yellow jumpsuit like Uma Thurman with a samurai.
They'll get the idea.
With the samurai sword.
Yeah, we can get an Uma Thurman impersonator.
And it has to look at Adam, and then it zooms in on its face, and everything turns red, and it's like, woo!
Well, we also need to make sure like the Weasel's eye sockets look like they're about to float off her head too.
Yeah.
Adam, is that?
And then Ennio Morricone music has to start playing.
Also, the Weasel has to speak Japanese.
We have to resurrect him too.
The Weasel has to speak Japanese and be an expert in the exquisite art of the Japanese samurai sword.
Silly Caucasian girl likes to play with samurai swords.
I've got many questions about this story. One, did anybody in your group have an assault rifle?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Were you using it at that time?
A real assault rifle.
Oh, no.
No, I mean when they were going off after the Weasel.
No, they were all rifles.
Okay.
I just picture all you guys unloading clips on this Weasel, and then all of a sudden Heath Ledger's there with a bazooka.
And so you hear that, you see that clip from Transformers, "Bring in the rain!"
And the Weasel just looks at him and is like, "Is that a bazooka?"
It was a cookbook! It was a cookbook!
Weasels and Adam living together, mass hysteria. Ghostbusters. Okay.
No, I thought.
Why was Chucky's dad on set when you guys were filming?
Because Chucky's dad lives there.
And you guys were filming when he was there.
Yeah.
And he did not mind.
He's the one that gave us permission to film there. He said, use whatever room you wish.
Okay.
So he's a pretty cool guy, this Chucky's dad.
He is. He actually is.
Chucky's dad.
Is he aware that his son is a killer doll?
Chucky's dad does not have it going on, Bill.
Was Chucky's dad ever...
I think that should be the title of the episode.
It might just be.
Chucky's dad doesn't have it going on.
Oh God, that's the new SOS theme song.
No.
No.
Kill me.
What color was the Weasel?
What color was the Weasel?
Considering the fact that it was almost spring, it was just turning brown.
Okay.
It was red from the blood of its own.
Yeah, that's more.
It was. It was blue with its own tears.
Tears are not blue, Bill.
They're clear. Whatever. The cartoon tear. To me, this is a cartoon Weasel you guys massacred.
It was red and blue from the blood and bruises.
I'm legit picturing I Am Weasel from I Am Weasel getting, like, shot up by these people.
Imagine the gopher from Caddyshack. I'm gonna get that gopher. Bill Murray plays Chucky's dad.
It wasn't quite as epic as Caddyshack because we didn't have explosives.
You had rifles.
Blow up the 18th green.
You guys should have gone up to the body of the Weasel and reenacted the scene from Office Space.
Did you guys know that on the set of Caddyshack they blew up the 18th green without telling the people who own the country club?
Yes, I did. That was the only way they were going to be able to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, they that's why they left it for the end. Because they knew they were going to get kicked out after that.
That's just another reason why I love that movie so much.
Caddyshack is amazing.
Yeah, it is.
Caddyshack 2 is not amazing.
Caddyshack 2, on the other hand, is a piece of fucking garbage.
You can't make a Caddyshack sequel after the death of Rodney Dangerfield. This doesn't happen. Can't happen. So, guys, you gotta have questions about this story. Ask Adam.
I'm like, you guys gotta have questions about this.
No, it seems pretty straightforward to me. They saw an animal and they shot it. That kind of thing happens down here all the time.
Yeah, but no, they didn't just shoot it. They basically
put it
on a firing line. Took that fucker out.
As I said, that kind of thing happens down here all the time.
They're chasing after it like the beginning of The Fugitive.
Yes.
I didn't kill my wife. I don't care. and then you just murdered it.
I didn't eat any of the fish. I don't care.
That makes you Tommy Lee Jones.
Unrelated dirty joke: a blind man walks by a fish market and says, "Hello, ladies." Anyway,
Oh
my God, that's the greatest joke ever.
Somebody better explain that to me. Nah, just kidding.
You didn't get that?
No, that was a joke.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, that wasn't as funny as the actual joke.
No question?
All right, guys. You guys got questions or no?
Not really.
All right, Adam, go ahead with story number trace.
Okay, so the third story. Another moose story.
Aren't they all?
what we need now is a story involving a moose and a weasel. Going on a road trip across America to discover their roots. No.
So Rocky and Bullwinkle?
Pretty much.
Oh, wait.
Or it could be Cat Dog with a moose and a weasel.
I love Cat Dog.
That would be horrifying. Yeah. That would be like.
I just want to say
you can never make a movie out of that, especially live action.
Did you ever see the movie, or like the 3-part movie? It was.
Oh my God!
The series finished.
They reveal their origin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Fucked up.
That was fucked up, but it was touching at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like it.
I'm gonna ask the question that
what is their origin? Because I've always just imagined that it's like Human Centipede, but with a cat and a dog.
No, their parents were actual monsters.
No, it wasn't a real origin. It was like even their parents don't know where they came from.
Yeah, even their parents don't know where they came from, but they discovered that these were the people that
raised them
for the longest time. And I remember being completely sad. I remember that really making me sad. I do remember that, and I remember it being extremely touching.
Yeah. I remember I went to TGI Fridays that night.
That's a really random memory from your childhood. I watched this thing, and then I went to TGI Fridays.
No, I went to TGI Fridays before.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind.
That makes your argument totally invalid.
In that case, it makes perfect sense.
That's right, Dylan. Adam, story number trace.
Yes. Sorry, I was typing up Cat Dog origins.
You're gonna get some fucked up fanfiction.
Yeah.
Why is it we have a dark origin for JJ the Jet Plane and not Cat Dog?
Because that's
next
how
time on SOS. What music is that supposed to be?
He's trying to do the next time on Dragon Ball Z thing.
Exactly.
That was horrible.
Fuck you, Bill.
Adam, go ahead. Adam, go ahead.
Okay. So, I'm going deer hunting. No, it wasn't deer hunting, it was turkey hunting. I apologize. It was turkey hunting. And when you're turkey hunting, you got to get up like at 3 o'clock in the morning and be out by 4 o'clock in the morning. So it's pitch dark out, right? I'm still half asleep. My hunting buddy, Mark, is still half asleep. And we're walking down this trail on back to my grandpa's house. Okay. Everything's kind of going normal. We turn on our red lights every once in a while so our eyes can naturally adjust to the light. And I also know this trail pretty much like the back of my hand because we filmed quite a bit on it and stuff like that. But suddenly we get this whiff of something awful. Like the most putrid thing I've ever smelled. And the sad thing is I've smelled this before. But we're sniffing, right? We stop. And at first I blamed Mark. I was like, Mark, what the fuck did you eat? And he's like, no, what the fuck is that? And he's sniffing, and we're like a dog. And we're like, what is that? What is that, a bear? A deer? A dead deer? A dead bear? A moose? What?
A dead
and
moose?
we're like, I don't know. A dead moose? And I was like, I think I've smelled this before, though. And so we're like, okay, let's keep going. Literally 2 steps later, we discover what the source of the smell was. If we took one more step further, we would have stepped right into a dead moose carcass.
Oh.
A dead fucking moose carcass.
Were you able to determine or at least estimate the cause of death?
Yes,
it was a Sasquatch.
It was definitely hit by a car because its legs were broken.
What kind of car is big enough to take out a moose? Like a truck, or like semi?
Well, I just want to say this. I just want to say this, Andres. The type of cars that we have up here are not the pussy wagons you have down in the city.
Or on the
isn't a pussy wagon supposed to be a good thing?
On the wet coast.
Yeah. On the wet coast.
Not for cars, Bill.
Yeah, for cars.
I want a pussy wagon.
So did Uma Thurman, and she got one.
So did Uma Thurman, and she got one. Yeah.
But then it broke down.
Pussy wagon, fucker. But anyways, we're looking down at this dead moose, almost throwing up. And the thing is, no matter where we went in that area, because the wind was blowing, we'd always smell it.
Oh.
And we were out there for like 4 hours smelling this dead moose.
What did it smell like?
The most putrid thing you've ever smelled.
All right, well, give us a comparison point.
Rotten eggs smell delicious compared to that.
Ugh.
Hello.
What?
I heard your video.
Yeah, I was checking something.
Yeah. Anyways, but then when we were walking back to look at it, because we have to go down that path to get out of there, and we're looking at it, and its entire stomach had been eaten out by bears. There's bear shit everywhere, and everything like that. And we're laughing because Mark said he was hungry. And I was like, you know what? Why don't you just take a goddamn fork and knife, sit right beside that dead moose right there covered in flies, and just start chomping down?
So we did.
So he did. And, no. But there was...
And now he's dead.
And now he's dead. Mark is dead. But, anyways, that's one of the most enjoyable hunting experience I can think of with Mark. It's just us trying to cope with this dead moose, and the fact that I took its head once it had all decomposed and everything like that, where it was nothing but a skeleton. I took its head, and it's lost in the sea of pallets out in back of our house now.
Okay. First question. Did you actually catch any turkeys this day?
No, I did the next day, though.
Fucking got that turkey.
Yep, I did. I shot its head clean off.
Son of a bitch. We're eating good tonight, boys.
How old were you when all this transpired?
I'm sorry, could you say that again? The wind is blowing really heavy out here, and I just had to check it out. What?
How old were you when all this transpired?
This was freshman year in high school.
Okay.
So I think 14.
Okay. If the moose was hit by a car, was it in the middle of the road, or was this in the woods?
It was in the woods, and what happened was only one of the leg was broken, and it's like a horse. If a moose is the same way as a horse. If a horse breaks his leg, it can't be healed, and it can't really walk. And basically, what I think what happened is that it basically got as far as it could before it just fell over from A, exhaustion, and B, from pain.
Mm-hmm. And
yeah. It just lied down and died. Either that or got eaten by coy dogs and then died.
All right.
Male moose or female moose?
Male. If it was alive for a couple of weeks longer, it would have had a nice rack. It would have had a really nice rack.
Okay.
So it was a female then?
No. Bill.
Okay then. Is this fall, spring, summer? What is this?
It would have been fall.
Fall.
Okay.
So were you hunting for your Thanksgiving dinner, or were you just hunting turkeys? Because
I was actually hunting for my Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh, you guys do that?
Yes, we do.
My dad wanted to do that once, and I was like, are you fucking insane?
Turkey hunting is fun, because if you mess up, you're fucked. Because turkeys have such a good eyesight that as soon as you hear one gobble, you have to have that gun up and ready, and you have to stay there until it comes in. Because if you move when it's there, it will see you and go away. It will see you and fly away, and then warn all the other fucking turkeys around not to go near you.
I just thought it was funny because my dad and I are city people. So I was just like, Dad, you want to go out upstate and hunt turkeys? And he's like, yeah, let's do it. I'm like, you're not okay.
I will go hunting.
No, but I'm saying he's incapable of it because he was raised in the city. So I know my dad, and I was like, he would get up there and be like, no, let's go to the golf course instead.
Who the fuck wants to golf? Anyways,
I'm from a golfing family.
Ew.
Oh, golf is a beautiful game.
It is when you're playing with Mark. When you're playing with Mark, who's unbelievably competitive, and it is hilarious. Anyways,
if you're not playing with a bunch of people, it can be fun. Anyway.
Yeah. I like golf too.
Miniature golf. That's a whole other story.
Miniature golf is just fun. I love miniature golf.
I used to play miniature golf when I was on the golf team to get really good at putting, because that's what that like enhances. Anyway, what time of the day was it when you guys were all done?
Since I said we had to be out there at set up by 4 in the morning, it was probably 3:30 in the morning, right around there.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Guys, any other questions?
You pretty much took them all.
Okay. All right, Adam, anything else that you need to inform us on before we make our determination?
Don't smell dead moose.
Okay. All right. Those are Adam's.
First off, moose stink normally anyways. But they're fucking dead.
If you had to guess, how long would you say the moose had been dead?
Probably 5 days. 3 to 5 days.
All right, guys. So those are Adam's 3 stories. We've got Moose at his window. We've got the Weasel hunt. And we've got the dead moose.
How many of these are false again?
2 are false.
2 lies, 1 truth. We're looking for the truth. We are looking for the truth.
I think the dead moose is the truth. I want to believe in the dead moose.
I was switching between the second and third story, and I'm going to go with the dead moose.
I am also going to go with the dead moose, and I think it's because I think once a long time ago, Adam may have told me this story. Maybe. I don't remember if this was the exact incident, but I think so. So I am also going to go with the dead moose.
Well, you would all be incorrect.
What? Which was true?
2.
Oh, I thought so.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, it was 3.
Oh, that sounds like a fucking cartoon. I was like, there's no way.
What actually happened in 2 was it was just Chucky's dad going apeshit shooting at this thing for a half hour, and it was hilarious.
He's running around outside. I'm gonna get that weasel!
Is there any real basis for the first story, or did you make that one up completely?
The first story kind of happened, but my window was closed, and the moose was over on the yard, which was quite a bit further away. Okay. And it was the closest I've ever been to that was the first experience I remember of the moose.
See, the reason why I figured 1 was false is because we make fun of the whole moose scenario up there so often that I was like, he's going to throw that one out there because we're used to it. So I kind of knew that one would be at least somewhat falsified. The weasel one, I was like, that's like a cartoon.
Yeah. Although the first one kind of sounds like something out of a weird comedy where the moose just pokes his head out. Hello there, Adam. How you doing there today?
And then I punch it.
like Conan. Just
Andres, you forgot to say A afterwards because everyone knows that all moose speak with Canadian accents.
And are voiced by Rick Moranis, and that's the last role he's ever done.
Which is very unfortunate.
The last role ever done by Rick Moranis was fucking Brother Bear 2. Not even the first one that came out in theaters. The direct-to-video Brother Bear 2.
That man used to be Dark Helmet.
He was Seymour, goddammit.
Well,
he was Wayne Zelinsky.
Suddenly Seymour is playing a moose in a crappy Disney movie. Oh.
Anyway, go ahead, Adam.
Well, it's kind of like Orson Welles voicing that thing from Transformers.
Yeah.
Except that was more epic.
Yeah, because Unicron's a badass, though. He's a moose.
And moose can be epic, especially if they're being rode by Teddy Roosevelt.
Or if they're gigantic and bipedal.
And being used to hunt down Sasquatches.
Yes.
Adam, we have to make that movie, Teddy Roosevelt, Sasquatch Hunter.
I want it really bad.
Teddy Roosevelt versus Mechafoot, or whatever the fuck that movie was called with the robotic Sasquatch.
The $6 million
Squatch.
No, do you remember this? I shared that link with you where it was like these people were looking for a Kickstarter for this fucking Robo Bigfoot movie.
I remember seeing this on Facebook. I did not recall what it is called.
I don't remember either.
Mechafoot?
Robo Squatch.
That's what I would think. That's what I would have called it, Robofoot. And the trailer has the Terminator theme for no reason.
Dun 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 dun.
You have the right to remain silent. Anyway, so yeah, that's Adam's one. That's 2 lies, 1 truth from Adam.
Yeah. Yeah.
We are one step closer to completing that story arc.
And I guess Dave is the only one that hasn't gone. And
no, guess who actually hasn't gone?
Who? Andres?
Say, is that Godzilla riding a quad?
What? Where?
Dylan, you haven't done... Dave has at least done a semblance of it.
What are you talking about?
You haven't done it at all.
Oh, I haven't?
No.
I don't remember not doing it, but then again, I don't remember doing it either, so it could be either way.
So, did you think that would mean you didn't do it?
Well, I don't know. I forget things sometimes.
That's true. Dylan, you're going to do it next time.
Next time, you say.
Next time.
We'll see how that pans out.
In 2 weeks, you will be doing 2 lies and 1 truth. Okay?
Okay, I can totally picture Dylan being like, you say you answer to some kind of authority. They only want me dead. You guys only want me to do this because I'm an embarrassment. Because I do what you can't. What kind of authority is that?
Dylan wouldn't be that angry.
You know what you are? You're a bunch of fucking cockroaches. Anyway.
Anyway.
That's the kind of angry I get. The kind of angry that slings out cuss words and calls people cockroaches. Just because that's a funny word, cockroach.
Yep. And because Dylan refuses to raise his voice.
No, yeah. I don't
Let's see.
I don't raise
Andres, do you have news this week?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Okay, let's do that now then, because we're almost 2 hours in. All right, ladies and gentlemen, with Adam's 2 lies, 1 truth out of the way, it looks like it's time once again for the general news update with Andres Perez.
Interrupt this news program to bring you a special news bulletin. Japan has sunk beneath the waters, and now everybody is flopping up and down, asking the question, what the fuck happened?
And now to you, Andres, with the actual news.
Is this an invasion plot by the Seatopians?
That was actually what I was going for. I was going to be like...
Has Godzilla gone too far?
Thanks, Obama.
Too far.
Thanks, Obama. Because Obama is the leader of the Seatopians now.
I'm gonna write this.
He paints himself dark. He's not actually a black man.
He's either the leader of the Seatopians or a member of the people from the third planet from the black hole. One or the other. I'm just saying.
Well, the first story that I had was that due to the filming of Avengers: Age of Ultron, we now have our first look at Elizabeth Olsen and Aaron Taylor Johnson as the Quicksilver and the Scarlet Witch.
Husband and wife, now playing brother and sister.
Yep.
My question is she going to be as ridiculously overpowered as she is in the comic books? Jesus Christ.
My question, is she really wearing combat boots?
I don't know. I mean, she kind of looks like
she looks like a goth chick. Okay, you know what? I guess that makes sense if she's Scarlet Witch.
She does look like she goes to like Hot Topic very often. I mean, I know.
Yeah, she does look like a Hot Topic. She looks like a Hot Topic employee.
Yeah, and like pretty much like this is something like my sister would dress like sometime.
Yeah. She looks alright though.
Yeah, I mean, she's not wearing a costume yet. She's wearing something that's very colorful and sticks out.
I'm assuming this is early in the movie.
Yeah,
is she going to disassemble the Avengers? Comic book reference. There's a comic book arc called Avengers Disassembled where they just destroyed the team and it was all because of her.
Yeah. Jesus. It was all her fault.
Because she could basically blow up the universe at any point.
And she pretty much did. She remade the whole universe and then remade it back again.
You're talking about House of M. Don't talk about House.
That sounds like Evangelion.
Kind of, yeah.
Wait, that happened in House of M?
Like Adam. Adam, if you think Superman's overpowered, you should read this college. Jesus Christ, she could turn Superman into a fucking pussy.
Oh, well, in that case, I'll really love her. No.
Well, my question is, Avengers was so ballsy with, we're going to give Loki those horns and give him the full costume.
Yep.
Where the fuck is Scarlet Witch's head armor?
Maybe after she joins the Avengers, they'll give her some sort of, Captain America armor or something.
Tony Stark is like, hey, you look really stupid in this. You should wear it.
Here's the thing that I'm not 100% clear on. Does this mean that we have mutants in the Avengers universe, or are they giving them some other origin?
I think they're gonna avoid the term mutants, and I think they're changing. Magneto's not going to be their father.
Special.
They're superhumanly challenged.
They're special. No, oh my God! Just imagine if they just said screw it and just called them retarded.
They're like, I'm Iron Man. I wear a helmet, but you guys are going to wear a special kind of helmet.
We don't like the word retarded. Okay, we prefer the term mentally hilarious.
We prefer the term goofy fucks.
Goofy fucks. In this case, I have to see the movie.
I wish I would have come up with that term, but I didn't.
The X-Men flying on a short bus.
Quicksilver looks great.
Yeah.
I'm not
a big Quicksilver person, but I like Aaron Taylor Johnson a lot. So I'm excited in that way, and I mean it's just cool to see them together again at post Godzilla. That's just kind of cool.
Do you think that was a conscious decision? We want the two people from Godzilla.
No, there's no way.
No.
This seems to be it seems too good to be just a coincidence.
No, the reason is because she got really apfamous in the independent circuit.
Yeah.
And Marvel is looking for really good independent actors in general who don't have a high salary but are really good. Because have you seen the fucking truckload of money they're paying Robert Downey Jr.?
They have to be here's the fifth.
Well, if your theories are correct, Bill, they won't have to do that much longer.
No, my theory's not correct because I found that he signed on for Avengers 3 too. So.
Oh, wonderful. 3-2, huh? 32 more, man.
No, 3.
No, just for posterity, my theory was that Tony Stark was going to die in Avengers 2, but that's not true.
Wait, what if him coming back in the third movie is him being resurrected in some fashion? Huh? You ever think of that?
He becomes Robo-Jesus. Oh wait, that already exists in the form of
we do have Scarlet Witch in this universe.
Fuckers!
Fuckers! I gotta ask.
Watch your fucking language!
Hey guys, I have to ask a question. Listening to Bill scream "fuckers," have you guys ever seen James Rolfe's Wizard of Oz 3, Dorothy Goes to Hell, and the Super Mecha
Death Christ?
Super Mecha Death Christ.
That's what we were referencing.
That's what you were saying. Okay, I'm sorry. I missed that first.
Yes.
It
has now officially been established that we are all fans of James Rolfe and the Angry Video Game Nerd.
I was.
I still think he's I still like to meet him for sure.
I like his movie.
Yeah.
His movie is fucking. Who left all these fucking boxes around?
Which one do you guys like better? Days of Future Past Quicksilver or Avengers 2 Quicksilver?
Oh, totally Avengers 2 Quicksilver.
Oh god, he looks fucking stupid in fucking Days of Future Past.
I haven't seen I haven't seen Days of Future Past Quicksilver yet. Hold on, let me.
Yeah, there was a.
Google that shit.
I saw a picture
if
that
you want to
compared
laugh.
the two.
Are they putting Scarlet Witch in that movie too?
And I don't think so.
So he's got a silver jacket and some goggles.
No, you know why? Because there wasn't any news stories of Fox and Marvel fighting over Scarlet Witch, so I don't think so. He looks good though. I like the idea of him wearing a tracksuit. I think that's clever.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I like the they incorporated like the comic book design with like the blues and the white bolts. The one,
yeah, it looks like his costume. Yeah.
Yeah, and again giving it a little street clothes costume sort of thing. The only thing that bothers me is his hair, because his hair is supposed to be naturally white. Here it's just like it's white hair, but you can still see the brown roots, and he has the brown beard. And
I like that.
At least it's better than his hair in Days of Future. What the fuck?
Yeah. Like, tell me that fucker ain't. Tell me that fucker's not wearing it.
He looks like the Days of Future Past Quicksilver. He looks like he should be like a Japanese boy band or something.
Right?
Oh God.
He's wearing a Walkman or.
This is the first thing I've seen from this movie that has not made me hopeful.
That and fucking...
And of course, just like every other X-Men costume in the movies outside of First Class, let's put him in leather.
Well...
Yeah. Oh, did you guys hear they cut
Rogue?
Storm out of Days of Future Past?
But
I thought it was Rogue. Yeah, she's in the trailer, and I think it was Rogue.
No, but they cut her out recently.
How do they do that? How do they do that?
Because nobody gives a fuck about Storm.
But she's Halle Berry.
I'm pretty sure it was Rogue who, with Halle Berry, that's some serious money you're, putting in to hire her.
Yeah, but they also paid an actress a supermodel to be in Amazing Spider-Man 2 as Mary Jane, and look how that turned out.
Oh yeah, but that was a supermodel. This is an Oscar-winning actress.
She was in Catwoman.
You don't cut Halle Berry out of your movie though, because people will pay just to look at her ass.
That's true. I don't know. That's what I heard. I might be wrong.
It doesn't matter.
To be fair, I read this in a parody video, so maybe I'm way off.
I think I can attribute at least half of the Flintstone success to Halle Berry.
She was attractive. I'm excited about this. I'm really pumped for Avengers 2 because of the casting choices, because we're finally gonna get a Hulkbuster Iron Man Hulk fight.
The only problem I have with not with the movie itself is just that with the first Avengers, they had a whole lot of build up to the movie. I mean, you had like all these post-credit sequences. They're tying this whole universe together. But so far, with all the movies that are coming out as a lead-in to lead us to Avengers 2, there's no build-up. There's no reference to Ultron. There's no reference. Well, there is one reference, a subtle reference to Thanos, but
that's all building to 3.
Well, they did
but that's the thing. Yeah, there's no build-up to 2.
They did the thing.
Bizarre.
They did the thing with the Collector.
That's building up for 3. They're building up the Infinity Gauntlet.
Oh, yeah.
For 3, but not for nothing. There's been nothing for 2 so far.
Well,
I think the way they're looking
at it. Here's the thing, though, Andres. You're right, but I have a feel. Well, here's the thing. If you look at all the Phase 2 movies, they're all aftermath of Avengers.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's like they don't have to try it. They don't have to try as hard anymore. The whole point of Phase 1 was getting the team together, and now the team's already together, and now they just get to bask in the afterglow.
Well, bask in the afterglow. No, but I think the thing is that Iron Man 3 is kind of all the build-up you need, because Tony Stark is now not wanting to be Iron Man anymore, and that he's going to build Ultron for that reason. So we just don't know enough about what exactly is going on with the villains in Avengers 2.
All right.
So I think I don't know. I agree with you. I'm more of like, I just want to know.
Are the Guardians of the Galaxy going to be connected to Avengers 2 or 3?
3, because they're definitely going to have Thanos' daughter or niece, like a relative of Thanos, and then pretty much they're going to have two characters that are
stepsister.
Yeah, sister and niece.
His father's brother's cousin's sister's roommate.
And then there's Maud.
Oh, I understood that, Dylan. I applaud you for that.
But yeah, I'm pumped, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pumped.
Yep.
I'm ready. And I'm all lubed up. I'm all set to go for Avengers 2.
Fuck.
Tell me when I have to bend over, and I'll be there.
Next year.
All right, I'll take the lube out.
Yeah, Andres, I don't.
Well, I better stay lubed up because Godzilla's coming out in a month and a half. So
yeah, you better put on some more. Anyway, Andres.
Godzilla can fuck you Bill, and you wouldn't care.
I don't really think they need to build up Avengers 2 is the thing. At this point, they're like, fuck you, you'll go see
it. You'll go see an Avengers movie, right, guys? Yeah, well.
Sure, yeah.
But I was going to see the Avengers movie without the build-up anyway, but I'm a comics fan, so I guess that's why.
Phase 1 is all establishing things, and like I've said, it's all been established, so, yeah.
Where's my new Solo Hulk movie? That's all
yeah.
Fuck! No, Captain America 2 looks great, but fuck Thor and fuck Guardians. Where's Hulk, man? Hulk smash!
You know, I want to see my Ant-Man movie and Black Panther movies now.
Fuck your Black Panthers and your fucking Ant-Mans. I want new Hulk. They set up an awesome Hulk story, and now they're not doing it.
They should name the movie that, Bill. They should name the movie Hulk Smash.
People would fucking go. If you name a movie Hulk Smash, I will be there again, lubed up and ready to bend over.
Give me a cameo by Bill Bixby.
He's dead.
Oh, give me a cameo by his corpse. No.
They pass by his gravestone.
No, at one point Hulk busts into a theater that's doing Shakespeare, and they're holding up Bill Bixby's skull, saying, "Alas, poor Rourke."
No, but nobody would know it's Bill Bixby's skull.
We would know, Bill.
No, we wouldn't know.
It would.
Besides, Bill Bixby had a cameo in The Incredible Hulk.
It would be in the DVD extra features, and we'd be like, "Oh, that's whose skull that was."
I'm wondering whose skull that was.
That's horribly crude.
They went.
No, but Bill Bixby was in Incredible Hulk.
He was.
He was on the TV when Bruce Banner was watching Portuguese television.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. Okay, then give him another cameo.
So fuck you, Dylan. No.
Give him another cameo like that. Put him on a TV somewhere.
They need to give some more. I want Neil Mc. Oh, they can't. Fuck. Neil McDonough's in the cinematic Marvel universe because Neil McDonough voiced Bruce Banner in the Marvel animated series, but also in Hulk: Ultimate Destruction. He's one of my favorite Bruce Banners.
Is that the dude that did Bruce in Ultimate Destruction?
Yep.
Okay.
But the problem is he plays Dum Dum Dugan in Captain America, who was also the guy who hunted down Godzilla in the Marvel Godzilla comics.
That's the one reason why I like Dum Dum Dugan.
Well, he's cool. He's actually cool in fucking Captain America. Yeah. In the Godzilla run, you're like, this guy's like a stupid version of Nick Fury.
Oh, Godzilla.
Oh, Godzilla, you're making me mad. Oh, you rascal.
Godzilla,
I'll get you next time.
But it's like this fucking monster's leveling cities and killing millions of people. He's just like, oh.
I wonder if they're going to play up the relationship between Dum Dum Dugan and Nick Fury. I wonder if they're going to reference the Howling Commandos. Give me a...
They can't in this universe.
Why can't they?
Because Nick Fury isn't immortal.
What?
You didn't know about that? In the original 616 continuity, Nick Fury was one of the first test subjects for the super soldier serum, but it went wrong. So he didn't really get any of the superpowers, but he got an extended lifespan.
Oh. Well,
that's why he has those white patches in his hair.
But why does that mean that they can't reference the Howling Commandos?
No, they do. That's what Captain America's team is in the first Avenger.
They called them that?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, that's what they are. I mean, you know because Dum Dum Dugan's in it.
But did they ever actually use the phrase Howling Commando?
It was in a newspaper, I think. I don't know if they actually called it. It's the same reason. It's the same thing with Doc Samson being in the Incredible Hulk. He's not called that, but that's who he's billed as, and it's like that's not fucking Doc Samson. It's the dude from Modern Family.
Yeah.
You remember the Betty's boyfriend who's never named?
Wait, that's supposed to be Doc Samson?
That's supposed to be Doc Samson.
He has none of the traits of Doc Samson.
Well, does he now? He's a psychiatrist.
Yeah, but I mean, he doesn't do anything in that movie.
Well, but Dylan, here's the thing. I don't know if you guys know this. The Incredible Hulk was a butchered movie. They cut that fucker down. And the reason why was because Iron Man wasn't that long of a movie. So Marvel wanted to keep Incredible Hulk short to keep it in line with Iron Man's runtime.
That's a terrible reason.
I agree with you, and Edward Norton agreed with you. That's why he's not in the Avengers.
That's a stupid reason to do that. They are stupid people.
They are stupid, but here's what I'm saying. There's a bunch of cut scenes of Bruce Banner having a meeting with Doc Samson, trying to figure out what the Hulk is.
That would have been so good.
Right? But they cut it because science.
Is that also the reason why we lost that deleted scene of the whole, like, Bruce Banner trying to commit suicide and turning into the Hulk and unknowingly freeing Captain America from his icy tomb?
No, that was cut because apparently Louis Leterrier didn't want to open a fun summer action movie with a suicide.
Well, that's also
which sucks. It's actually, here's the thing. I'm actually glad it got retconned. You know why?
Wait, didn't they?
Because the scene isn't as cool in the movie as it is as Bruce Banner explaining it in the Avengers. And here's why. In the Avengers, Bruce Banner says, "I put a bullet in my mouth," and the other guy spit it out. That's not what happens. In that scene, Bruce Banner puts the gun to his head, but right before he pulls the trigger, he hulks out because he's so overwhelmed with emotion, he just hulks out. Because in this continuity, it's all about his blood pressure rising with the Hulk transformation.
Uh-huh.
So before he even gets the chance to shoot, he turns into the Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
So he never gets to shoot himself. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So isn't it cooler with Bruce Banner actually shooting himself and that turning him into the Hulk rather than the attempt turning him into the Hulk?
Why has nobody?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Why has nobody in this continuity tried to defeat the Hulk with blood pressure medication?
Because they've retconned a lot of it with the Avengers. Because clearly that's not what's going on now.
Well,
because the Incredible Hulk was so weird in how they set up the Hulk transformation.
I never got the feeling that was all of it, though. I got the feeling that was just like one part of it, maybe.
Well, again, the whole problem is the Incredible Hulk is such a heist. It's not a heist movie, a chase movie, that we never get just a chance to sit down and be like, all right, Bruce, why the fuck do you turn green and get angry? Which is what you want out of a Hulk movie.
He ate too much broccoli as a kid.
Well, no, I want the scene where he goes, my father beat the shit out of me as a kid, and because I never let out my anger towards him, Hulk.
Here, watch this DVD copy of 2003. It'll explain everything.
Hey, Bill.
They have the exposition. What?
I'm sorry, but do you mind if we were to move on?
No, I don't want to move on. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So the next story is that there is a Hollywood screenwriter named Lorenzo Semple Jr., who had recently passed away at the age of 91. He was known for writing films such as the 3 Days of the Condor, Flash Gordon, but is best remembered for being the creator of the Adam West Batman show, and that the Hollywood screenwriter, the creator of the
no, but isn't the guy who created the '66 Batman Bill Dozier?
Let's see, not from what I've researched.
You were telling me that the writer of Flash Gordon has died.
Yes.
Somebody inform Mark Wahlberg. He must just be. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Apparently, according to what I've researched, Lorenzo Semple Jr. was the person who created the Barbara Gordon version of Batgirl. He created Mr. Freeze and was the person who brought characters such as Penguin, Riddler, Catwoman. He made them popular again.
Shit.
Because they weren't popular until they weren't like all that popular. They weren't like Joker popular until the Batman at the '66 show.
That's totally true. Good. Good. What am I trying to say?
Good on ya.
Good on him. I couldn't think of an eloquent way to say it, but I mean, good. Just like props to him, man, because he made a bunch of Batman villains popular in a landscape where nobody knew anything about Batman except him.
This fucking shit.
Yeah.
You will be missed, Mister. What'd you say his name was?
Lorenzo Semple Jr.
Did he write comics or just the show?
He was a screenwriter.
Okay. What was and he wrote Flash Gordon?
Yeah, he wrote Flash Gordon.
I love Flash Gordon.
King of the Impossible.
King of the universe, but he couldn't save his screenwriter? Oh, that's sad.
3 Days of the Condor and some movie called The Parallax View. Never heard of it.
Parallax, like the Green Lantern villain?
Yes, Bill, yes.
Okay. Well, I mean, he wrote for DC, so why the fuck not?
Yes.
To quote Hollywood Babylon, big bucket of wind.
Mm-hmm.
He will be missed.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen Flash Gordon recently? That movie is so fucking fun.
No, I really want to get
it.
Right.
That movie has such a bad rep because I think people were trying to take it serious.
Yeah, it's
not.
a movie serial.
I think that's the reason. Also, the reason why a lot of people at the time hated, or it wasn't like the 90s at that. I think it was like the late 80s, early 90s, where everyone said it was like popular to hate on Batman 66.
Yeah, well, that's true because there was it was all dark. It was dark or nothing at that point, and Flash Gordon was very much so like we're going to go back to a period where it was okay to just have fun in the movie theater. Nothing else was going on.
There's kind of been a resurgence of that recently where we have,
totally.
I mean, at the moment, we do still have more lighthearted properties such as Pacific Rim or Avengers, but for the most part, Hollywood has gone very dark in the last few years as a result, I think, mostly of the success of Christopher Nolan.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. There was a Flash Gordon TV show in the early 2000s on Sci-Fi that I remember seeing and really enjoying.
Was the soundtrack made by Queen?
No, it was based on the movie though. It wasn't really based on the serial. It was more directly based on the movie.
Mm-hmm.
But it's weird. His interpretation of Flash Gordon has lived on more so than the original. And that if you ask people, what do you remember of Flash Gordon? Oh, the movie with James Bond in it.
And the song, of course.
That too. But he will be missed. He was a cool guy, I'm sure.
Yeah, and for someone who died in 91, he certainly lived a full life.
He died in 91.
No, he died at the age of 91.
Oh, I was like, wait, what?
I said died at.
Just a news update.
So there was this guy who died 30 years ago that I wanna give some props.
91 was not 30 years ago, Bill.
20 years ago. I'm sorry, I fucked up.
23.
It's almost 30. No, it's not.
No, it's not. It's closer to 20.
91. So.
I was born in 92.
It's over 20. Okay, Andres is right. It's 23. It's 23.
Yeah, because I'm turning 22 this year, and I was born in 92.
Do we really want to show our fans how bad we are at math?
I have never professed to be good at math.
Andres, next story.
All right, so this is the last thing I have. It's the trailer, the big trailer that everyone's been talking about for the last several days. And that is, of course, the first trailer to this year's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles film produced by...
I thought you were about to say... I thought you were about to say Hercules. Damn, okay.
I thought you were going to say Noah. I thought you were going to say Noah.
No, the trailer for Noah's been out.
Yeah.
I was shocked to learn that that's based on a comic book.
Noah?
Yeah.
They made a comic book about Noah?
Well, apparently that version of Noah is based on a graphic novel that's obviously an interpretation of the Bible story. It's kind of like 300.
Interpretation.
Well, I mean, it's not based on the Bible. I mean, it's more based on, like, hey, let's give Noah a sword.
Let's turn Noah...
And let him beat people up.
Let's turn Noah into Leonidas.
It's very 300. It comes off to me like a big 300
and
knockoff.
have him be played by Gladiator.
Yeah. I got no interest. But
he's gonna be like the South Park version. He's gonna be picking fights with every single animal on the ark.
Picking fights. I love that Family Guy sketch where they were like, because some of the animals they weren't interested in their second pairing, and there's like an elephant. There's an elephant lion, and he's like, "All right, you can't be on here. I'm sorry."
I'm sorry. What is this? I don't know. Listen, look at this. It's like, yeah, it was like an elephant. I think it was penguin hybrid. It's like, what did I tell you guys?
You realize if this Noah movie's popular, we're gonna have like rip-offs. We're gonna have movies where like Moses like goes around killing Egyptians. It's gonna be terrible.
He's gonna be. You see, Moses is gonna be a waterbender.
No, Moses and Jesus.
It'd still be a more faithful adaptation of Avatar: The Last Airbender than M. Night Shyamalan's.
Yeah.
Moses and Jesus walk into the Egypt with Uzis.
Dude, Jesus, he's going to be an airbender.
Remake. There's a scene that always stuck with me from an old episode of Family Guy where they're like, the National Gun Association or whatever is showing this video about why guns are good. And it's like, did you know that Moses and Jesus used guns when they were fighting the Egyptians?
That's amazing. But yeah, TMNT.
I just wanted to know, I just wanted to ask you guys. Well, I know Adam, he doesn't care at all about Ninja Turtles, but for you, Bill and Dylan, how big of Ninja Turtles fans are you? And did you grow up with it, with the franchise in any sort of form?
I did. My first exposure, of course, was the movie from the 90s and its sequels. And then a few years later in my childhood, of course, they had the remake of the show that was on when we were young.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Turtles
counted off one.
I was also exposed to the original 80s cartoon because I've always been a fan of 80s cartoons.
I've never seen the 80s cartoon. I've only seen the 2003 version. I love the original 90 movie. I think it's such a good.
I have not
movie.
watched the new show on Nickelodeon just because it is. Nah.
Turtles is one of those things for me where it's like it lives in my childhood.
Yeah.
And I will always love it there. Really don't care about anything that's new. I mean, this new movie does not appeal to me in any sense. I mean, also, this is a movie that I might go see out of sheer boredom and just out of just sheer interest. It's just like, let's see how bad they fuck it up.
I don't think I'm going to go see it. I think I'm going to wait for it to be in like Redbox.
I will see it at some point for sure. I just doubt if I couldn't get up the moxie to go see a Green Lantern movie, then I'm probably not going to see a new Turtles movie. Especially one that looks this, that looks like this.
Especially one that has that.
Oh, you mean Turtles that look like this?
Yeah, Turtles that look like that.
Turtles look like Shrek. Turtles
that have noses, more like.
Yeah, I mean, the lips I can sort of forgive. Eyebrows, I don't know why, but noses, yeah, why? Especially, like, if you look at Leonardo, he looks pretty good.
Leo looks great.
Yeah, why do some turtles have noses but some don't?
Well, we only see a quick flash of Leonardo, and it's dark and sort of shadowy, so I don't know if he has a nose or not. In fact, I freeze-framed the trailer, and it looked like he actually might. My thing is...
No, I saw...
I know in the cartoon that they were never drawn with noses or any sort of nasal passage, and that was kind of a weird thing, but all you need is, like, the reptilian slits. Why give them full-on nostrils to hold their headbands up? We don't need that.
Because it's not a mask, Dylan.
But funny thing is, even Godzilla himself no longer has a nose. He has the reptilian slits now.
And no ears.
Aren't you glad the turtles don't?
No Raphael in this trailer?
I think that may have been rough. Like, I know I definitely... The part where they're sliding down a snow hill, I know that one of them was definitely Donatello because of all the gadgets on his head, and the one he was throwing at the truck, maybe that was Raphael.
I don't remember. I think
so I'm pretty sure.
I think that scene was one of the few from the original script that me and Gorzard read that might have come. I think that's one of the few scenes that they kept from that script. I don't remember, but I remember something similar to that happening, and I don't recall which turtle it is that they throw at the truck.
No, it's definitely Raph, because he's got the red bandana and he's got the size.
Sorry guys, but this is the poster I was talking about when I said that some of them looked like they had noses, some of them didn't.
Yeah, well, I don't think Leo does, because based on this trailer and based on the image that you just sent, he just has the slits.
See, Leo and Donnie look fine.
Raph
and Mikey have this strange sort of nasal thing going on,
Why does Raph look less buff and kind of imposing than Leo? That makes no sense to me.
Why does Raph have like the headband that covers his whole head dome?
Funny enough, he had that exact same covering the whole head thing in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Next Mutation.
I know, but didn't they all?
Are we going to use that as a positive comparison?
No, but I never said it was a positive. I was just saying it.
Don't even bring up Next Mutation.
Hey man, I grew up with Next Mutation. Okay, I've seen it.
And that's why that is why you fail.
We all grew up with things like Next Mutation.
Yeah.
The way we cope with it is to never speak of it again.
So I just watched the trailer for the first time.
Okay.
The Turtles trailer?
Adam?
Okay.
What did you think of the Teenage Mutant Ninja trailer?
The Super Steroid Ninja Turtles trailer.
Did I really just watch that?
You apparently did. To me, here's my whole issue.
Mm-hmm.
May I just remind everybody?
Shrek.
Yeah, I know.
It does. They do, don't they?
Look at one of the pictures I send.
Yeah, I know. I saw that, and I was like, no, they can't look that bad. Oh my God, they do.
I have seen so many realistic. I have seen so many realistic Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle designs on DeviantArt that look so much better than this.
May I just remind everybody that the Turtles started out as a parody, like a dark, edgy parody of like Frank Miller comics, like Daredevil and shit.
And it was actually badass.
And it was badass. And then the cartoon, whatever, the kids. But then you get to the 2003 series, and they take the parody angle, and they don't take it to. And the way you do Turtles is you play it up as high concept. Like, you play it up as, like, you've got this really urban, grimy environment. But you've got these random fucking, like, just turtles fighting crime in this environment, and you play it completely straight. Now,
what I love about 2003 is that they sort of balance the dark edginess of the original with the more goofiness of the 80s. It's sort of in between, and I think they strike a good balance,
Yeah, absolutely. Here's my problem with this new vision for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It doesn't look stylized enough. It looks way too, like, just basic world, basic camera angles, and basic universe. It doesn't look stylized enough.
So basically like a Michael Bay film.
Exactly. It doesn't look like... It looks like our real world with crappy camera angles and these random fantastic elements thrown in that we're barely going to focus on.
And because of like the teal and orange lighting, it looks like everyone has bright orange skin like an Oompa Loompa.
Yeah.
You guys, look how much better Mikey looks just without the nostrils.
Okay. I mean, the one thing they got right is Mikey's line is fine. That's something Mikey would say.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
definitely. It looks horrifying.
That looks absolutely terrifying.
I don't know. It looks like they just blurred out his nose. I think I could see what they were trying to do, but
what I'm saying is,
shouldn't they just pronounce his snout more?
What I'm saying is, it's a lot closer to the original. What I'm saying is, they're at least thinking along the right track. Michael Bay's like, throw nostrils on there, man.
Well, we don't know. Okay, well, let's just make this clear. We don't know how much of this is his fault. Like, his stink is all over this, but this isn't. He's not directing this, and he didn't write the script, so we don't know how much we can blame on him.
The thing is, as a producer, he probably has like the final say. Like, hey, I'm putting my money into this. I want it to look the way I want it to do. If I'm going to be,
I want Bay Turtles.
But Michael Bay doesn't care. Michael Bay's just like, put another explosion over there. Okay, we're good.
Like the fact that buildings are coming down in a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles trailer. Like, that's not the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Also, I want to know whose decision was it to make these turtles like giant and lumbering and heavy? Like, it's really hard to imagine these as like swift and stealthy ninjas when they're almost like miniature Hulks.
Can I say one thing I liked about this?
What?
Just one thing. Mm-hmm. I liked the TGRI reference. That's the only thing I liked. That was kind of nifty, just as a Turtles 2 fan.
Even though it's not TGRI?
No, it's TCRI.
Really? I thought it said G.
No, it's a C. I like the reference, though. That was a good attempt. But even that, they fucked up.
See, this one is pretty much right out of the original. Look at this. Look. I look at how it should have been done, and then I look at how it's being done, and I'm like, why?
Oh, there we go.
Why would you make these design choices?
Yeah. My question is this:
Sorry.
They basically tell us the origin in this trailer, right?
Right.
I'm Shredder. You're April O'Neil's generic father. Insert whatever here, and we create the Turtles to be heroes for this city.
I bet you.
How the fuck does Splinter come in?
Maybe
they're not the turtles we needed, but they were the turtles that we deserved.
Maybe
we made this joke on DFOS, yeah.
Maybe it turns out that April's dad turned into Shredder, because let's say Shredder... No, April's dad turned into Splinter, that's what I meant to say. Shredder was actually creating... He was lying to April's dad that he was actually creating genetic superior warriors to take over the world. And
of course,
when April's dad said, "No, I'm not allow you to do this," and he frees the turtles, but like April's dad gets captured, and as punishment, he gets turned into Splinter.
What are we doing tonight, Shredder? The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Trying to take over the world.
Night, son. Take over the world.
Until he... Shut up, Skeletor.
Skeletor, no one likes you. Go away. Why is the Shredder a white guy?
I don't know.
How is he? Why the fuck is the Shredder a white guy?
Because they thought ninjas was too silly for a movie called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh yeah, too silly for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
If he's white, he can't say the line, "I am your fodder," because then it would be racist.
Now, I just want to know, like, I love Shredder's movie design, but I'm wondering why would a white business guy want to dress up like a samurai? I mean, okay, obviously we know why anybody would want to dress like a samurai, but...
Yeah, I'm assuming he's just like us. He's like an Asian culture like fanatic. He's like an Asiaphile.
I think that's the idea because of where he's talking to April. They've got that like very Japanese looking tapestry in the background. Mm-hmm. But I mean, the Shredder armor looks pretty cool. But my whole thing is like, and I said this to Dylan on DFOS. Why the fuck is he not Baxter Stockman?
Because
you're gonna do a genetic scientist to create mutants.
Because the movies are...
Why make that the Shredder?
Just use Baxter Stockman. Are they doing Bebop and Rocksteady in this movie?
Probably not.
The original script had Bebop and Rocksteady in it. I mean, they could do it with the TGR, I think.
No, Dylan, that'd be too silly for Teenage Mutant
Ninja Turtles. Oh, of course. I'm sorry. Yes.
And also, apparently, all the... Go ahead.
No, you ahead. You're going to tell us something cool. Go ahead.
Oh, I was about to say, like, all the Ninja Turtles movies are allergic to non-Shredder villains.
Right?
But what about TMNT 3?
That's not a good example, Dylan.
I know, Shredder's not...
Yes.
But it's a shitty movie.
It has its moments.
No, it does not.
Help, I'm a turtle, I can't get up.
The closest they came to a good TMNT movie without the Shredder was TMNT. The 2007 movie.
Yeah,
that movie's got a lot of good moments in it, but again, the villain plot there is crap.
Yeah, like generic ancient stone warrior people.
I am sad because I lost my brothers.
It's basically just Vandal Savage, but less overtly evil.
Very Vandal Savage.
Played by Patrick Stewart.
Yeah.
Wasted.
They got great voice talent.
Wasted Patrick Stewart.
I can't fault.
They also got Mako to voice fucking Splinter. So, whatever.
Yeah. And they did Shredder for a second movie that never happened. That made me mad.
This may be blasphemous, but I'd rather see Toka and Razor. I really like them in Ninja Turtles 2.
That's not blasphemous to me. I don't give a fuck. But
Bill's like, it can't be blasphemous because I don't give a fuck.
It's not blasphemous to us, I don't think.
Imagine you have they really do put in like Bebop and Rocksteady. Then they still have the same cartoony voices. Hey boss, when are we gonna fight them turtles?
No, Andres, that would be too silly for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It doesn't look as bad as everybody thought it would, but it still looks pretty bad. It looks about as what you would expect from a Michael Bay TMNT.
It kind of looks a bit uninspired, really.
I hope nobody is surprised.
No.
Anybody surprised?
I think the moment that they heard that Platinum Dooms and Michael Bay was involved, they were like, this...
All hope was lost. But you know what? I don't think TMNT fans should be that sad. We've got two really good TMNT things going on right now. Mm-hmm. You got the Nickelodeon cartoon, and you've got from what I've heard, excellent IDW comics.
I've been following the new Ninja Turtle series, and I've really been enjoying this one. But
for like adult Turtle fans, I'm not saying you're not an adult, but I'm saying like for people who can't handle cartoons, I've heard the IDW series is fantastic.
Yeah, I've heard that the same as well.
So. You've got options, at least.
Or you could just go rewatch the old stuff, because...
It's now all available on DVD.
Don't buy the TMNT trilogy DVD though. It's I bitched about it in a video once. It's horrible.
Really?
They stacked
they did that?
On top of each other.
Oh, I would have rather they did that stupid thing where they put them all on like one disc with no special features as opposed to stacking them.
Funny thing is, it's asinine. Did you ever sell that 25th anniversary Blu-ray box set of the 4 movies? Because that's what I got. Where it's like the box itself is a cardboard pizza box, and each disc had like pizza artwork.
That's awesome. No, I got the shitty like $3 DVD version, and paid for it. I find it hilarious that now they're calling Turtles 3 Turtles in Time.
Yeah, that's really weird.
I need to rebuy the first movie because I have it on a VHS.
That is a fun fucking movie.
A really old, worn out VHS.
Look at all the Pokefucks.
See, this is what I have. The 25th anniversary box set.
Yeah, I've seen it.
I love how at the end Casey Jones just straight up commits murder.
Yeah, everybody's like, yeah, that's cool. Cool.
I think I was an asshole anyway.
I just don't like how the Turtles don't take down their own villain. That makes no sense to me.
Yeah, but...
It's a combination of Splinter and Casey Jones. It's like our
saying,
title character.
It's like saying that Godzilla doesn't take down his ultimate enemy in his final movie in Godzilla vs. Destroyer. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Well, no, but that would be like if in Godzilla Final Wars, Godzilla didn't kill King Ghidorah.
Minya did.
That would have been a
No, it would have been like Anguirus and Minya. Like fucking Anguirus knocks him off a building, and then fucking Minya hits a dumpster.
Instead of what they did, what if instead of what
No, you all have it wrong. Suddenly, everybody from the movie appears around Godzilla's face, and they all start clapping, going, "Yay!"
No,
and they all start going, "Congratulations! Congratulations!"
God damn it!
Oh, that's an Evangelion reference.
Yeah.
Okay.
God damn it!
So yeah. Everybody's talked about this trailer, so I don't think we're adding anything new.
No, but I feel like it feels like we're obligated to talk about it since it's the thing that everyone's talking about, as you said.
I want to know what's. I'm not going to say anything else about this beyond this because we talked about this quite a bit on DFOS. I don't know what's going on with their faces. Why? I mean, and like I said, that's all I'm going to say because we did talk about this on DFOS. In fact, we talked about facial deformity in general, but I don't understand these choices that they are making.
Oh God!
The
ending of DFOS is maybe the funniest, but the most offensive thing we've ever done.
I think I have an explanation, a possible theory for why they have such human-like faces. Maybe because apparently like everything about the Turtles is mocap through the actors. So maybe they thought it was easier to make a human-shaped turtle face to better match with the actors' face, as opposed to having to redo the whole entire facial structure to match up with the human actor's face.
I don't buy that. There's a lot of money. There's a lot of money being poured into this movie. I doubt that's the reason.
The only way giving them human faces would make sense is if their origin was like the origin of Bebop and Rocksteady from the original cartoon, which would be incredibly stupid.
No, but to be fair, they just did that in the They did a similar thing in the IDW comics, and it actually kind of worked. Where they were, and the IDW comics are more mystical in nature and this looks a little more sci-fi, but they did it where all of the turtles, including Splinter, are reincarnated from feudal Japan.
Because Splinter is a turtle now.
Well, whatever. He's Splinter. He's a rat, and that they just use the turtles as vessels for their spirits, and that's also where the Shredder comes from too. So it's kind of cool. It doesn't. You see, everything with the Turtles depends on how it's done. If it's crappy, it's crappy. But if it's done well, we buy it. You have to work very hard to make something in the Turtles, but that's too silly for TMNT. But apparently, Bebop and Rocksteady are.
The name of the series is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. If you go into this, you shouldn't have any problems with suspension of disbelief. Let's just put it that way.
Indeed.
It's a group of giant turtles.
Yeah.
Who are ninjas.
In this case, more giants.
Fucking, yeah, like Hulk size. But we're 2 hours and 40 minutes in, boys, so I think we ought to start wrapping up. Do we have anything to plug?
Yes, I do.
All right, go ahead.
It's an angel.
It's an angel!
It's an angel!
It's an angel!
It's an angel!
It's a Gundam!
It's an angel!
Angel, it's a...
Angel, it's a angel! Angel!
Until next time.
Angel! It's an angel!
Be sure to like the Sons of Serizawa Network homepage on Facebook
because
for updates.
It's an angel!
Indeed it is.
It's an angel.
For updates on all things
it's
SOS
an
and
angel.
SOS related.
It's an angel. It's an
angel.
It's an angel. Angel. It's a
Adam
Gundam.
will send you naked pictures of himself.
It's a Gundam.
The naked picture of you is a Gundam?
That's probably what he calls him. That's what he calls... Never mind, I'm aborting this joke.
Until next time, I'm Bill Worster, a.k.a. Zazubaar.
It's an angel.
Okay, I'm Super DM64.
It's an angel.
And I'm Andres Perez, a.k.a. Kaiju Noir. And stay tuned for the latest episode of Shoe Watch.
It's an angel.
And as always, the science is sound. I'm done lying on this show. I'm done.
An angel.
Are we still